I got a ring to think then again. I'm such a winner, I'll win again. Some think I'm a Viking or maybe a wizard. I feel like I'm both when I'm in the ring. Victory brings serenity. I give them a 3-piece, that's for the 3P, and then I leave with the Trinity. True baller got all the amenities. All the others just wanna be mini-me's. Haters mad when they in my vicinity.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Closer's Cage match. Got Mr. Steven Morales in the house today. What's going on, man?
Yo, I like that little intro song. Who did that? Was that your boy Evan?
No, bro. That's Dropout Kings. That's like a real band.
Oh.
I got hooked up with them. It's a funny story, actually. So me and Cassie, the first time we went out to Arizona for real estate disruptors, when we were getting our rental car, the guy that was giving us the car was like, "What kind of music you like, man?" I was like, rock, metal. I'm kind of a metalhead. And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "My son's the lead singer of a band." It's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, you should check them out. They're called Dropout Kings." So checked them out, liked their music. They came to Fort Worth, went to the show. After their performance, I saw the lead singer at the bar. And so I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, man, I got a funny story to tell you. I met your dad. This is how we found out about you." And he goes, "Wait, hold on. Are you the hello, this is RJ, the guy on TikTok?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude, can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "This is supposed to be going the other way around." I was like, "I wanted to come take a picture with you." And he's like, "No, man, I'm trying to learn real estate." He's like, "The band thing's cool and everything, but I got to have something else to make money." So we got connected, and I was like, "Man, we should collab on something." And he's like, "Well, you do all this King Closer stuff." He's like, "What if we wrote you a song called The King Closer?" And I was like, yes, let's do it. So they actually wrote a song and released it and everything. So it's
cool,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, all right, guys, if you have not watched a Closer's Cage match, this is how it's going to go down. Steven and I are going to go dial for dial. We are buying leads from iSpeed to Lead today. So we're going to be going into the marketplace, purchasing leads. We'll go dial for dial. So Steven gets to go first. He gets to call until he talks to a seller. Once he talks to the seller, then I'll go. Now, Steven, here's the deal. If the call is bad, all right, it is what it is. That's part of the game. We tried to make it as fair as possible. But I will say the benefit of this is you are choosing which lead you're gonna pick.
Yes.
So as you're going through, I'd love to have your feedback and kind of your decision making. Like, why are you choosing the lead? Is it location? Is it motivation? Why are you picking whatever lead that you're choosing to pick? So go ahead, man. Let's get this thing going.
Awesome. All right. So I love Florida. I love Washington State. I think Florida's hot right now. So when I'm looking at iSpeed to Lead leads, I mean, I don't want people that it's in pristine condition. I mean, I look for how fast, ASAP, 30 days. I mean, you get to filter out what you want to go for. So let's take a look here. I also like Georgia. Let me pull up Washington here.
So someone has a question for you, Steven. They want to know, why don't you do PPC?
PPL or PPC?
He says PPC.
I like PPL. Yeah.
Well, then,
there's a lot of people out there. I mean, it's similar. I mean, there's nothing better in it, right? They're raising their hand. They're going to you. The cool thing about iSpeed to Lead is that it's like a buffet of leads, and you get to choose, well, what do I want to call, right? Exactly. So they're all pre-qualified right there. And then with all these new things they have, it makes things so much easier. All right. So
and Wellington, to answer your question there, from my perspective, Steven and I have dedicated our careers to becoming experts at wholesaling and talking to sellers and closing deals and disposition and all these other things. I don't want to also become an expert at running PPC campaigns when someone like Gene Blinkoff or Drew Carroll or the guys over at Property Leads, they've already done that. That's what they've dedicated their careers to doing. And then all I have to do is swipe a card and I have leads that I can close. Bro.
Doesn't get any better than that, right?
Nah, dude.
All right, I think I found one here in Georgia. All right, seller motivation, financial reasons, 10 occupied, ASAP.
Oh yeah, this
Repairs
one.
needed. Kitchen cabinets, kitchen appliances. All right, financial reasons. All right, so there should be some sense of urgency.
You're talking about this one right here. I like.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. There we go. I guess this is the best we can do. I'll fix that here in a second. Yeah, this one stood out to me too. I absolutely think that should be the one you buy. So go ahead and purchase that one. Let's get going.
Exclusive 40 hours. So they have 100% exclusive 40 hours in 1 hour.
So Jennifer, how much am I spending on lead spin on PPL? It's going to depend on the different ones. I will say on speed to lead. I mean, like inside the wholesale business, our close ratio is going to be somewhere between 1 out of 10, 1 out of 12. And then they have so many different packages, right? It's going to be a lot higher in the coupon club because those are older, but you're spending a lot less. But say like on the fixed price mode, say we're spending somewhere in the range of $70 to $90. Just call it 80. We're going to be spending somewhere between $800 to $1,000 to get a contract. Again, we are nationwide, so that also makes a huge difference. And people always want to know, like, well, I'm trying to get leads in Tampa, Florida. And it's like, well, yeah, you're in a hot market and you're trying to get them only in Tampa, Florida. You're going to have to spend a lot.
Yeah, the more targeted, the higher cost it is. All right, let me call this guy. I got the information here. If there's any confidential information I have to say, then I'll go and mute
yourself. Yeah,
let's give a call.
Matthew, send me your resume at rj@titaniumprops.com.
Here we go. You hear that okay, that ring?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's throw any comps on this.
Hey, this is Sean King. Take a name and number and a brief message, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Sean, this is Steven. Looks like you filled out a form on our website here about your property on Reynolds Drive. If you can please give me a call back at your earliest convenience, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, do I keep going or do you go?
Yeah, no, keep going.
All right, cool. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's go back to the lead feed. Let's see what else we got. All right. Seller motivation, retirement. It's in pristine condition. Those really, I mean.
Someone asked about that the other day. They were like, well, it could be like a sub 2. And it's like, yeah, but I want to maximize. Like, if I'm buying a lead, I want to maximize all of the opportunity that I have that they want to sell for a discount. That's ideally what I'm looking for,
Yeah. Usually people that their house is in perfect condition, they're not going to have much of a sense of urgency. They may be at a higher price. Let's go for low-hanging fruit. All right, I found one here in Washington. Inherited property. All right. They own the property. It's not listed. Repairs needs landscaping, flooring, air conditioning. All right, cool. Let's get that one. Washington has some, my biggest wholesale deal was over there. There's less volume but bigger spreads.
Yep, I've gotten the same thing in Oregon, Portland in particular. Same thing was back in the day. I mean, dude, we would get $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 rips on the regular, and that was back when we were doing stuff off the MLS. That was the glory days, baby. We didn't know any better.
Man. All right, cool. So let's give this guy a call. I love Bremerton, Tacoma area. Those little spots. All right, let's call this guy. See if he picks up the phone. All right.
Wellington says, how would I spend 5,000 on speed to lead? I would do the fixed price mode. I would schedule a call at the top of ispeedtolead.com. I would schedule a call.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Let me make sure that was the right number because that's what it shows here.
Say, hey, I have $5,000. Talk about the markets you want deals in and do the fixed price mode. Those are exclusive.
Can you kind of explain to people what the fixed price mode does exactly?
Yeah, so you could go to them and you could say, hey, I want leads only in Tarrant County, Texas. They're going to give you a price. They're going to come to you and say, okay, the fixed price is $89 per lead, and those are exclusive to you. They never go on the marketplace, or they're not available for anyone else. And you know going into it, like, hey, if you say your budget's $5,000, you know how many leads you're going to
Call
get.
has been forwarded to voicemail.
It's going straight to voicemail. Let's go to another one. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Valrico, sell without showings. I don't like that.
Bro, what about this one? Refresh your screen, and there's a Lake Jackson, Texas. Financial reasons, vacant, ASAP, no mortgage, not listed.
Let me see.
That one.
Let me uncheck.
City of 75,000 people.
Did it just come in right now?
Yeah, you got to refresh your screen because it doesn't automatically do that.
I see Connecticut. I don't see that one in Texas. I see Buffalo, New York.
Fuck, did someone buy it? Hold on. Keep going down.
It's good, though. I like this one. Just came in three minutes ago. Selling a vacant, non-occupied house. Vacant.
Oh, yeah.
Needs a lot of repairs. Perfect. Let's just call this. Let's go ahead.
All right. Well, while you do that, I'm going to buy this Lake Jackson one before somebody else does.
All right.
I'm going to make that my first call.
Kent, Connecticut. You like Connecticut?
It's been a pretty rough one for us.
Really? I've never done a deal in Connecticut.
I think it's just because of the size. Like, I don't really get like a ton of leads there. But few that we have done have been really good. Okay. I like that motivation though. Vacant, non-occupied house, ASAP.
Yep. Let's see if they pick up the phone. The seller was called by the mentor named Lisa. When you call back the seller, inform them you're Lisa's partner investor. All right, cool.
Hi, this is Steven. Would you please leave me a message? Thank you.
I'm going to call him right back. Yeah. Trying to get somebody on the line. Let's see. Oh, this is out in the middle of nowhere, though. Let's leave a voicemail and pick up the phone. So he just submitted this.
Hi, this is Steven.
Would
you please leave me a message? Thank you.
Hey, Steven, this is Steven. I was calling you about the property. You spoke with Lisa about your property on Hollow Road. Please give me a call back. Love to give you an offer. Thanks. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, let's see.
Eric, on your redemption of the $250 giveaway that you got, I would contact Yuri about that. Honestly, you can just contact Yuri. You can make a post inside of Titanium University's Facebook group. He's inside there. He's the one that'll give it to you.
retirement, how long you own, selling non-vacant, financial reasons, 1 month.
You looking at that St. Augustine?
Yeah, I like this one. Let's call it 1 month financial reasons.
You
Repairs.
still boxing, bro?
I host boxing events. I haven't fought. I mean, I fought in one about a year ago, but I enjoy putting them together more than fighting, actually. You were supposed to be in one of them, weren't you?
No. I never agreed to that. Just because someone challenged me to a boxing match does not mean I was supposed to be in one.
The Viking.
Yeah.
I think people would pay to see that, man.
Have you ever seen a Viking in a boxing ring?
No, but there's a first time for everything. You should get in there. Oh, man. No, but yeah, that's just something I like to do.
Yeah. Wellington is right. I would rather wrestle than box.
Are you good at wrestling?
No, but
hockey?
Yeah. If it's a hockey fight, all right, we can do that.
Hockey fight. Those exist. I'm calling it. There's actually a league that's dedicated to, I think it's called Ice Wars. They start fighting. Okay, let me see if this person picks up. St. Augustine. Behalf. Owners was contact initial when you call them.
You've reached Sherry Levine at 904-671-26.
Nobody's picking up the phone.
There's a pre-foreclosure San Antonio with all kinds of problems.
Oh, hold on. I think that's her. Hello, this is Steven.
Steven, this is Sherry Levine. I just missed your call.
Hey, Sherry. Yes, it looks like you you spoke with my partner about your property in St. Augustine. Is now a good time to talk?
Yes, fine.
Perfect. So I was looking here through the notes. This is on Pasadena Drives, St. Augustine, Pasadena. You currently live in it. You're looking to sell in about a month.
No, I don't live in it.
Oh, it says owner occupied. Is it vacant?
I actually have a tenant in there right now.
Okay, perfect. So you have a tenant.
But she can stay. She can do whatever. So she's been the ideal tenant.
The ideal tenant.
She that rent hits on the first every single month. She's been there a year and a half. It hits on the first every month.
I like that.
And it shows like a model. I've gone over there to do like some different warranties or repairs, and it's just like a model. Her parents own a lighting center, so she replaced all the lights with nice fixtures. She's like, "Do you mind if you stay
You guys hear that okay?
I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, that's great.
It's been great. She's a really good tenant.
How long has she been in there for?
Since I built it, 1.5 years.
Oh, okay, perfect.
She's been there since day one. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so I'm assuming they're on an annual lease?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let me pull this up here. May I please start off by getting, I don't see on the records here, how many bedrooms and bathrooms is this?
It is 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
Okay.
There's basically 2 masters upstairs.
Perfect.
And I did some stuff to ours. I added the board and batten, and I updated mine. I added I made sure it was cute. So, and I will tell you that I don't know if you know that I am a realtor, but I definitely did not mean to be a landlord. So I'm open, but I do have a client in there that has one too that she's talking about selling, and it's the same exact unit as me, but she paid a lot less when the price went down.
Okay.
So if you're playing a numbers game, hers is the exact same unit, and she paid $300. I paid $342.
Okay, so all these are all these new construction here?
Yes.
Man, so these are brand new. So what's got you interested in selling? Tell me a little bit more about that.
I actually just am going through a divorce, so
I'm sorry to hear that.
a rental property, and I don't really have time to do it. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't really love the idea of doing it.
Okay. Why not list it since you're an agent?
I will. I mean, that guy just randomly called me today, so I thought I'll have the conversation. But I mean, I'm not looking to like dump it in some kind of a fire sale. I paid a lot of money for it. I'm not hurting, but if somebody wants it, he said he wanted it for a family member. So, but it all depends. Normally, when somebody like this calls me and I say that I'm an agent, they hang up on me immediately. So,
oh no,
the fact that you haven't hung up yet.
Well, as long as you're an investor-friendly agent, I won't hang up on you. But it seems like you're really nice so far.
I work with a lot of investors.
All right, good. So you know that we're not always the highest and best. I'm not always the best fit. If I'm not a good fit, I'll let you know up front. I'm not here to waste your time. But this is new construction. I mean, what are you looking to sell this for? What do you think it's worth?
Well, I paid $342 for it, so that's what it's comping right now at $340.
So you're looking to sell it for that.
The community in there, just for a general overview for you, when you pull into Bridgewater, I don't know if you've been in the community.
She's trying to sell me on how nice the community is. It's a
I am,
nice community, but
we have
she wants ARV, means new construction. She plans on listing if she doesn't get what she wants.
Which they will sell to investors. Those ones have more base finishes. They have more vinyl and laminate, things like that.
Rent rate
Difference in the two products.
Yeah, we'll get to that here. What was the tenant paying, or what are they paying for rent currently?
$2,100.
$2,100. You think we can increase the rent?
Rents are actually falling right now because there's so many rentals out there.
They're what?
People's rentals are sitting right now because everybody's raised them high to offset their taxes and all their costs, and it's not working. So people are bringing the rents down to get somebody in there to get part of something.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm assuming you're looking.
And I'm not a bullshitter. I do a lot of real estate. I am ranked number 59 out of 12,000. So
59.
I was the number one.
Wow.
Sweetie, you got the good one. And then I was the number one for England Volkers last year.
Got to stroke the ego a little bit, guys. Rank 59 out of 2,000 or whatever. Well, that's amazing. Congrats to that. So what would you say your biggest advice to other agents are to reach that accomplishment? You said rank 59 out of 1,000, 2,000?
Out of 12,000.
12,000. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me about that. How did you get to that? How did you get ranked 59 out of 12,000?
I did 43 transactions last year by myself.
Wow. That's amazing.
And I was the number one agent for England Volkers the year before in highest number of transactions.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, congrats. Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
That's an accomplishment.
I mean, there's a lot of investor stuff right now. There's a couple groups that are like grabbing and getting assigning contracts, and they are in crappy condition and need stuff done to them. But I'm getting those kind of texts every day. And the guy he said, whatever area I'm looking for, they're tying them up all over the state and flipping them.
Okay. So in regards,
there's a lot out there.
Yeah, of course. So obviously as an investor, I have to get these where it kind of makes sense for me too, but I'm assuming you're trying to get what you paid for it. Was it 343?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if I can pay cash, closing costs, fees, all that, what do you think would be the best price you can do? And then I can move as quick as you want or slow as you want.
I probably wouldn't go below 330. I mean, that's honest. I really wouldn't, because I don't have to sell it. I have a tenant in there.
Oh, you don't have to sell it.
It'd be nice to sell it and simplify my life. I don't have to sell it. No. I make a really good living.
So she's not motivated.
I'd rather not be a landlord. It's not that I'm desperate.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not in that situation. I have somebody else that has one with a tenant in there, and she's just sick of the HOA, so she wants out of there. So she'll sell hers, but hers is 300.
How much is HOA on this?
85 a month, but then there's a CDD.
Okay, 85 a month.
CDD is like an extra property tax, basically. It's built into your tax.
Okay. Do you know what the tax and insurance are on it?
My insurance is $1,200 a year,
Okay.
and then the taxes are like $5,000 a year with the CDD.
All right. Any rental restrictions I should be aware of?
Not really. I mean, not Airbnb. Most HOAs, almost every HOA in this region, will not let Airbnbs. It's getting harder and harder.
Yeah. So you're an investor friendly
And when
agent.
you post them like on a, yeah, oh for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I have like 6. I have a guy in my neighborhood that does wholesaling. Like I
Okay.
get it. So I send him the stuff, and if it makes sense, great. If it doesn't, great. I don't care.
Is term
You know,
something you might be open to?
Give him in every condition.
If we can pay your price, is term something
Pardon?
you might be open to, or are you just looking to cash out?
There's terms. I mean, I'm easy. I've been doing this 22 years, so
Oh, perfect.
I'm not like a newbie agent. I've been doing this a long time.
That's great. So
and I've been a top producer all 22 years, so I get this shit.
that's amazing. So I love people like you because you're so easy to work with, especially when you've been doing it for such a long time. So tell me, if we were to go to the terms route, what would be the ideal situation for you? What would that look like?
Well, it's up to you. I mean, you tell me what you're thinking, and then I'll let you know if I can live with it or not. It's not up to me. It's up to you.
Well, it's your property.
Like I threw that ball right back at you, but it's your money.
Of course.
You know cards, baby. You show me your cards.
I can't. I mean, if I told you I was going to pay for it, you'd probably hang up on me.
Well, no, but I know there's other ones in there. I'm telling you, there's options in there. Like if you wanted to go the new construction route, the builder has an investor rate, and they'll still pay some of your closing costs up to like 3%, and they'll let you buy more than one of them.
But
they also have, well, I know of some others too. There's
thing's running at 2,100, and she's asking 340. That's not too sexy.
And they are not in no
Depends on
HOA.
what our PITI is. You can do sub 2. That's
free.
really the only way.
Free and clear. It's like
then seller finance.
And this is you don't have a mortgage on this, do you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. That makes it easier for both of us. So if I were to pay over time, I mean, thing that's bothering me a little bit is the rent. I definitely have to increase the rent. You know, if I was to pay that purchase price. You says taxes was $5,000 a year, $1,200 for insurance.
Well, I'll tell you what, honestly, I mean, I don't know if do you have access to our MLS?
I don't, but I can get access to it. I have a friend that does.
Well, no, what I was going to say is I'm running right now to let these kids measure the house that we're closing on for furniture and stuff. But afterwards, I can email you every rental in that place so you can see what they're getting and how long these are sitting on the market if they're not getting them, and so that you understand the rent rates and stuff, because stuff is going down because there are so many. Like that's the whole thing with our market here right now. When it was crazy and everybody was fighting over houses, we had 2,400 houses on the market. Right now we're about to hit 11,000 houses on the market. So it's a buyer's market, and people are definitely flexible and willing to work because there's so many things on the market right now. There's a lot. I think there's a lot of opportunity out there.
Yeah. Okay. So you have no idea how much.
But I'll send you what the rents are so we can see.
Yeah, why don't you do that? You have a pen? Are you driving right now?
Text me. I am driving. So if you want to just text me your email address,
yeah,
I'll shoot them to you because that's
okay.
It's all part of the information. I mean, like I'm easy. I'm easy. Takes me a minute to pull out that info and send it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. So I would need that information.
There's a lot of rentals right now. So
there's a lot of active rentals.
Oh yeah. What do you
think is
kind of not you want the honest truth? It's because
I
of
always want
fucking
the
Joe
honest truth.
Biden. Sorry.
It's because of who?
It's Joe Biden.
Joe Biden? Yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother mess.
it's the truth. The economy and the rates and believe it, whether anybody likes Trump or not, he made his fortune on real estate. That's the first goddamn thing he's fixing is the real estate market and the interest rate, because that's what's crushing our economy.
Exactly.
It's the whole foundation. It is. I mean, it's just insane, and people are just paralyzed because everything feels so uncertain and uneasy that nobody's moving right now. I mean, I sold 2 houses yesterday. I'm like psyched that I sold 2.
No, that's
People
great.
are not moving, and I'm definitely not having the year I had last year, but nobody is. So
Okay. So
rich people are still moving, the big mansions, but
yeah.
normal people are being very cautious.
So what would the ideal situation look like for you? I know this isn't a fire sale. I know you're not in a rush to sell. I know you want the right price, but if we can do terms, that might be more favorable and create a win-win situation. But I got to have an understanding of what would make sense for both of us, because a cash offer is definitely not going to make sense. I mean, you're a licensed agent. You plan on listing if you don't get the price you want. But if you were to do terms, I mean, what's something a starting point that would make sense for both of us, you think?
You give me a starting point, and we'll see if it makes sense.
How much down would you? How much down? What do you think is the least amount down you would take?
10% minimum.
10%, okay. And what about
that's the least?
10%, okay. That sounds good. And you said you're renting this at 2,100.
Yep.
Okay. And what about monthly, and how much time would you give me?
You tell me. I mean, I'm not. You tell me, because it's got overhead. It's got tax, insurance, HOA, CDD.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot. Okay.
And those are still paid. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Even there's no mortgage, there's still those monthly carries.
How long is that lease good for?
She is until May.
Until May. Okay. 2,100. All right. Let me see.
Oh my God, people just make me crazy. God bless America. God bless America. I have so much patience when I'm driving.
What do you guys think I should give her, huh? Man, I'm trying not to show all my cards.
So I've got this at.
Can you give me a couple of minutes? I'm just crunching some numbers here.
Yeah.
Let me see. So the good thing is she's 10% down is not. I mean, it's not.
So I've got this punched in right here at 330, 33,000 down, 1% interest at 30 years with the taxes and insurance included. The only thing that's not in this is the HOA, which she said was what, 85?
Mm-hmm.
So if you did this, it would be $1,556 a month, and you're getting 2,100. I mean, I just don't like the 33,000 down, especially if you're going to be wholesaling it, because that kind of eats into what you're going to try to get. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if she's going to accept 1% interest.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Hold on a second. Don't tell me she got disconnected here. Let me try calling her back. I think she's negotiable. She's just, I mean,
I dropped that calculation in the private chat. You can click on it. You can play around with the numbers.
dang. I'm gonna have to call her back. Maybe she got another call or something.
Hi, this is.
What the heck? A second.
How did it feel to talk to the 59th best realtor?
Man, I feel like I won the lottery. I feel like I won the lottery.
I don't think I've ever heard of someone bragging about being in 59th place.
I'll text her. Why don't you go ahead?
All right. That was a good call, though. I mean, a lot of people were talking about it. They learned a lot about it because people were thinking that's like automatically a dead lead.
Oh, yeah. No, guys. The price, I mean, it's price or terms, right? One or the other. So I think she's negotiable. She's a little stubborn. Not stubborn, but like she knows what she wants. It's got to be a win-win scenario.
Yep.
No, but it was a decent call. Let me text her.
The motivation was coming out because she was chasing you there at the end.
Yeah. St. Augustine.
You reach Chris Rodriguez at 979-548-29. In message, feel free to reach me or text me at 979-248.
Oh.
Multiple times. Hey, Christopher, this is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property there on Southern Oaks Drive. Give me a shout back. Looked like you talked to Emily about selling that property and wanted to run through a couple things with you. So my phone number is 817-710-8689. Normally, you think you're good when you mute during the first time they read off their phone number. I didn't see the second one coming. Oh man, right off the bat, first one, vacant, non-occupied house, vacant, ASAP, Memphis. Yeah,
That's a good one.
good area, good motivation. Just entered. Hey, is Donald there?
This is he.
Hey, Donald, this is RJ Bates calling about your property there on Pierce Street. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Looks like you just talked to someone on my team about selling that property. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Just out of curiosity, how much were you looking to get for this property?
Well, the 772, the one on the corner that's 95% finished, I want $100,000 for. The one next door to it, I want 768. I want $60,000. It's 95% finished outside, 99% finished outside. It just needs a little bit more paint, and then but it needs a lot of work inside. Probably $30,000 to $40,000 worth of work inside. And if someone is interested in buying both of them, I would sell them both for $150,000.
Wait, what was the address on the first one? You said it was 772?
772.
Okay. And then the other one is 768, correct?
Yes.
All right.
And I don't know if there were pictures on the market because it was on the market. It was listed. I pulled it. And there was, 772 Pierce did have pictures of the inside and everything because it needs an air conditioner. It needs appliances. It needs cabinets. Other than that, it's finished. It's painted, floors down, bathroom's finished, everything. So, and if someone wanted it finished out completely, then I would sell it for $110,000 and I'll finish it out completely. so that it's ready to rent or ready to move into, whatever.
Well, I'm an investor just like you, so I really don't want you to finish it out. You're doing my job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
How much? All right. So it sounds like you know what's going on. I mean, how much were these going to be? How much are they good for if I fix them all the way up?
Well, I mean, the corner one listed for $140,000. Now, my realtor told me, he said, Wayne, he said, I don't think we'll have any trouble selling it for that. He said, I don't know. I'm not going to promise you we can get it appraised for that. So he's thinking that maybe 120 to 130 may be the realistic, appraisal value on it. Of course, as you and I both know, if you have a contract for $140,000, you're a lot more likely to get an appraisal for that than if you just get an appraisal without a contract.
Correct.
The appraisals always come in lower. The appraiser tries to meet what the buyer is willing to pay.
Correct. And I mean, looking around, there are some properties that have sold in that area. All right, on 772. What is that? It says studio 1,200 to 1,400 square feet on realtor.com.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's 973 square feet.
All right. I was trying to find those pictures that you were talking about.
Where in the world did they get? I mean, I certainly never put it out there. There's 1,400 square feet.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that would have even ever come from.
That's weird. All right. So that one's 900 square feet.
973 square feet.
All right. So we'll just say 1,000. And then how big is 768? It's a lot bigger, right?
No, it's actually a little bit smaller.
Hey.
I mean, it's probably 940.
So say I get 140 on the one. What do I have to do to get to the 140? Just finish, you said, like $10,000 worth of work?
Yeah.
And then I got to do 40 on the other one. So basically, if I did 10, I bought them from you for 150. I put 10 in it. So now I'm at 160 in. I sell one for 140. So I'm still 20 in. I got to put another 40 in. So I'm 60 in. And what can I sell that one for? About the same amount, right? 140?
Yeah, maybe a little less because it's a little bit less square footage. But see, both of them have new windows, new roofs, new concrete drives, and city sidewalks, and painted on the outside. They're all brick houses. Only have siding on top, and they have new siding. All the siding's been replaced. So they're ready to sell or ready to rent.
The problem I'm seeing is I just, with the square foot that you're telling me on the sold side, like sold comp side, I'm not seeing a lot that's sold for 140. I'm seeing I got a 128. That's inside of a half mile. That's the highest sold that I see now active. I got a 98 at 1,008 square feet.
Yeah, see, those aren't brand new. Like 772 is brand new inside. Everything inside the house is brand new. All plumbing, all electrical, all drywall, all flooring, everything is brand new. It's all, I mean, it was a church sanctuary that they had opened it up. I had to jack up the framing. I mean, I did a ton of work to it to get it to a nice open floor plan house within a probably 3-mile radius.
Yeah, but if you look at 804 Keel, Keel Avenue, I mean they did the same thing. Brand new fence, new roof, painted the outside, brand new floors, brand new kitchen, everything, and it's got more square foot and sold for 128. So based off of that, I gotta say I'd be more at like getting 125 out of these. That feels so instead of 280, I'm at 250 for both. And then I got to put 50 in them. I pay you 150. I stand to make 20 grand at the end. That's an 8% return on my money. I need a little bit more juice. You got any wiggle?
Mike, you know, I think if I could get them sold quickly, I might let them both go for 140. I mean, the reason I'm selling them, my construction company has just blown up. I mean, I've got more work than I can say grace over it, and I just don't have time to send any guys down there to work on them anymore. So that's why I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and sell them and be done with it. I mean, I'm going to, at the prices, no matter what price I put, at 150, I'm going to lose money. I got more in it than that. But because 772 just costs too much money to rehab it. It just, maybe we did it too good. I left my foreman talk me into going into a partnership on this with him, and our guys are just not the type of guys that do this kind of work. I mean, I am a remodeling and renovations contractor on primarily $1 million plus houses. So we're accustomed to doing a completely different level of work.
Right.
What needs to be done on those houses. But I set several weeks aside to send the crews down there and work, and it just ended up costing way too much money to do 772. So, you know, so between being too busy and just kind of wanting to get out of it, but I don't want to get out of it and lose a whole lot. You know, I'm going to lose money. I'm perfectly okay with losing some money and just getting out of it, focusing on my construction company and getting things rolling. Because I'm just having to manage too many jobs right now myself. And I'm 72 years old. I don't want to work that hard. You know, I just don't.
Right.
So I'm willing to take some losses to get out of it. So, I mean, I would say that if I could get a good firm contract on them for 140, I would sell them both for 140. As long as I didn't have expenses to put into it along the way. I mean, as long as all the closing costs and everything were covered by somebody else.
Yeah, I don't.
Which is probably accustomed to what you're doing.
Correct.
What you're accustomed to doing.
Correct. I think it's funny because you keep bringing up 772. So on 772, I need $10,000 worth of rehab, right?
Right. And if I sold it to you for 90 and you got it for 100 and you sold it for 125, then you'd have $25,000. That'd be 25% profit.
Well, you got realtor commissions and closing costs on that. I mean, it ain't all going to be just 25,000 straight to me because I'm 100 in, you know? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to end up I'll probably be close to 10 on that one. I mean, did you buy these cash? You own them free and clear?
Yeah, I'm free and clear. That's another reason I'd like to get my cash back. So,
Right.
not that I really, I don't need it necessarily, but I don't like having that much money laying out there making nothing.
Well, it's interesting you say that.
Till I can get them finished, I can't make anything off of that money. So, and I'm probably looking at a few months down the road before I can get around to get them finished.
Would you be open to seller financing them?
To what?
Would you be open to seller finance where you become the bank on them?
No, I don't think so. I want to get my cash out.
The reason why I was saying that is because I could potentially be willing to pay more for it, because then I don't have the cost of capital to close on it. And then we, like, for example, 772, you could end up getting your money out pretty quick if we finished that flip and got that on the market and sold, and then you would get your money back when I sold it on the backside. But if that's not something that's interesting to you, I mean, realistically, if I run my numbers the way that I need this, I really need it at 125.
No, I can't do that. You talking about 125 for both?
Yep.
No, I can't do that. No, we're just too far off for that. 140 is absolutely the lowest that I get. Like I said, if I have to go lower than that, I'll just wait till I can finish them up and I'll sell them myself, and I'll, and then I'll lose money. I mean, I might not make a lot, but I'm not going to lose money. And this way I'm going to lose money, but I'm just not willing to lose a whole bunch. So,
I mean, potentially, I mean, you're saying on 772, you're already $100,000 in on that one.
yeah.
So you're going to end up being 110 all in on that one. And I think it can only sell for 125. I mean, 125, and then you got to pay realtor commissions and closing costs. It's going to be about $9,000.
But even if I sell it at break even, it's better than losing money.
True.
And the one next door, I've got somebody else that I'm talking to about finishing it out for me that's more inclined to do things in a cheaper fashion than my crew is. So, I mean, I've got some stuff working to get somebody else to finish up the one next door, but
They're going to do like a no.
I'm just not willing. I mean, the fact is, if your numbers don't work, I certainly understand. You have to get your numbers to work. But 140 is as low as I'm willing to go. Because I'm going to lose $12,000 or $15,000 at 140. So, and I'm willing to lose that, get my money out, and move on, and concentrate on my construction business. But I'm not going to lose more than that. I'm just not. So I mean, it sounds like we're just at an impasse, and because I wanted 160, now I said, well, I'll take 150, and then I told you, okay, I'll cut it to 140. So I'm not going any lower than that. And if those numbers don't work for you, I certainly understand. Not a problem. You're in it to make money. You're not in it to help me out. I mean, that's not, so that's not the way business works. So I certainly understand. So, no problem, no hard feelings. But
Yeah, I don't think I can make the 140 work there. All right, Donna. Well, I appreciate you. Sorry we couldn't make it work. Best of luck with that. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All righty. Could not make that
You
work.
said he had a church included in that?
He rehabbed the church. That's the one that he was 100,000+ in.
Yeah.
He rehabbed the church and converted it into a single family residence. And so he's saying his $1 million construction crew over here went and overspent on this church into a house. And to be honest with you, man, where it's located, I mean, I didn't even like the 125 as the ARV for both. It was tough. So
It's better to get no deal than a bad deal, right?
the facts.
You're going to waste your time. All right, well, let's keep it going. I was looking at some while you were on that call. I did find a few. Let me go ahead and pop them up here. This one's in Philly. All right, so what best describes why you want to sell? Emergency reasons. Let's see. Oh, 2 to 3 months. Let's give him a call.
That was a good lead, though.
Yeah, I think follow up with that guy. He may change his mind.
That's I'll have that conversation all day, every day.
At some point, he's going to realize he's not going to get, everything he wants.
I'd much rather have that conversation, to be honest with you, than the conversation you had with St. Augustine.
Hello? Hello? Didn't even, let me see when the calls go. Didn't even ring. This went straight to voicemail.
I mean, wouldn't you agree, though? You'd rather talk to that guy than who you talked to?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy, he just needs a little bit more, hold on a second. It says calling, but it's not ringing. Hello? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Oh, that's just your voicemail. Man, that guy's just stuck on that price.
Well, he's losing money at his asking price. I mean, it's just that's a tough place, especially when you're a contractor and your motivation for wanting to sell it is that you're too busy to get to the project.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking him to come down an extra $15,000 just because he's too busy to get to it. I mean, let's be real. I mean, I would say no too.
You gonna follow up with him?
Yeah.
I know that you offered him terms. He didn't want terms, but what would be your follow up when next time you talk to that guy? What would that conversation sound like?
Well, first and foremost, I would start off by asking, how did it turn out with that JV partner that you had for 772? Mm-hmm. That would be the start to it. Jesus, I think that the person that he was talking to was offering him a novation. And I'm not going to offer a novation because I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not going to do a novation on $50,000 worth of work in Memphis, Tennessee. So just because we have the ability to know how to do something doesn't mean that we're going to do it. I want to wholesale that deal. Yeah. And I would rather just walk away from that and end up with nothing than ending up in a situation where it's like, well, now I've got a novation going on in Memphis, or I've got to try to wholesale a novation in Memphis. Clustery is the best way to put that. I mean, but on the follow-up, Steven, I would definitely start off by, hey, the last time we talked, you said that you had someone that you wanted to partner with on 772. How'd that work out? You know, it didn't. Still own it. Did you ever finish the 10,000 on the other one? No. And then we would just go into, well, have you thought about coming down on price? And then also I would revisit the comps. There are a lot of active comps in the area. Maybe if I can get a 130 or a 135 that sells in the area, I feel a little bit more confident about it. Jennifer, what's wrong with a novation in Memphis? I live in Fort Worth, Texas. And I have never flipped a house. I have 0 crews. I have 0 connections in Memphis, Tennessee. So that's what's wrong with it. Is that my business is just, you guys will always notice there's a little hedgehog right behind me. I'm a firm believer in a hedgehog concept. Hedgehog concept is we focus on one thing, nationwide virtual wholesaler. I am not a nationwide virtual novationer. Don't even know if that's a word.
Novationer.
Novationer.
All right, let me try calling this guy. His address is not coming up, so I'm going to have to confirm it. This is in Joplin, Missouri.
Joplin.
You
Home
ever
of
do there?
Jamie McMurray, former NASCAR driver. There you go.
I don't watch NASCAR, but
Well, you can flex your Joplin, Missouri knowledge with that.
all right, let's call this guy.
Got hit with an F5 tornado and Jamie McMurray.
So let's call by a manager named Rick. When you call back from inform me, Rick's partner investor.
Stevenson.
You know, somebody mentioned in the chat that every time you call these people have like package deals, man. What's your secret?
Dude, I don't know. And to be honest with you, as cool as it is on these lives, I would every now and then like it to just be a single family home. That happened the other day last week with Steve.
Yeah.
I called some guy and he was like 3414 60,000 3525. I was like, bro, I was just scrambling, like writing.
All right, this guy's not picking up.
That's how I ended up with 3 contracts on the first dial, though. He gave me 5 addresses, and I said 2 of them sucked, 3 of them were good. I'll take the 3. He's like, sounds good.
All right, let's go to the next one. Let's see, Joplin. Okay, this one's in Colorado, Aurora, Colorado.
That's right by Denver. That could be a really good one.
3.
Bro, Carlsbad, New Mexico looks pretty sexy.
New Mexico.
Death in the family, inherited property, owner occupied, ASAP, no mortgage. Sold comps 332,000 on average.
What is this thing? Oh.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Mr. Feely, this is Steven. Looks like you filled out a form on our website in regards to your property on Salem Court. If you can please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. Thanks. Where's that New Mexican lead?
It's like middle of the page on the first page.
RJ, know a little bit Espanol?
Muy poquito.
Muy poquito?
Yeah. I end up just saying bueno a lot. Cassie makes fun of me. She's like, why are you saying good? I'm like, I don't know, because I just run out of words. So I'm just like, bueno.
You should make it a goal to learn Spanish so we can listen to you make calls live.
Oh, dude. I took Spanish my whole life in school. Elementary, junior high,
your whole
high
life.
School. I made A's.
And all you know is bueno, muy poquito.
Hola, me llama Robertito.
So I see this. I didn't see this option before, but it says buyer in lead city, buyers in lead county.
Right. So that's how many buyers they have on deal speed.
Oh, this is the one that you bought in Memphis.
Yeah. Hey, Eric remembers I closed the deal in Spanish.
Did you? Where? I gotta see
It
that.
was the first deal in the second 50-day challenge. First dial. And she could not speak English and I could not speak Spanish, but somehow we came to an agreement. And the sad part about it is I still own that house. I still own that house. I tried to do a wholesale on it and it has not sold. And it's just a friendly reminder of the hedgehog why we don't do this. Now I'm just stuck with a house. I just want to be wholesaling.
Relocating paint inside. I see Reno. Okay.
Did you find Carlsbad?
What's that?
Did you find Carlsbad?
No.
Bro.
Is it on the first? It's on the first page.
Yeah, keep going. It's down below Reno.
Buffalo, El Paso, Converse, Syracuse. Oh wait, it's right below. No, I don't.
It's below Fort Bragg.
On the first page?
On the first page.
Duncanville. I'm on the first page. I mean, let me check my filters real quick. Maybe somebody bought it.
No, bro. I'm staring at it.
Let me refresh it. Under Fort Bragg.
Yeah, you got to go further down.
Yeah, I was calling. Hold on a second. I think, let me just make sure.
Charles, we don't know how to use
Steven. Hello?
We only know how to close.
Hello? Spam. All right. All right.
You got to go further down, bro.
All right. I refreshed it. Make sure all the filters are off. All right. Roswell, Knoxville. Oh, hold on a second. This one just came in 1 minute ago. Death in the family, owner occupied, 1 month. But let me scroll down real quick. Reno. No, I see Tavares, Buffalo.
You're almost there.
Syracuse.
Keep going.
Millsburg.
You're almost there.
Duncanville, Sand Springs. Sand Springs is the last one on the first page.
Bro, how are you missing that? I have different ones on the last page. All right. I'm buying that one. You buy the one at the top.
Dang.
It's basically the same lead.
Special treatment. I can share my screen and show you. I don't see this thing here. Let me check.
I'm buying it now. You buy the one at the top. It's the same motivation.
All right. That's fair enough.
We're doing the death in the family one.
Hopefully they speak Spanish. All right, let's go back here.
Hopefully not. I want everyone to understand.
You have some Spanish audience here.
Yeah,
Who's Spanish?
Yeah.
Look, somebody can see. I can. All right, Roswell. Let me call this one. This just came in a few minutes ago. Just needs paint inside. Blah blah blah. All right, let's do it. What episode? You said what episode was that? On the second episode? Episode 1?
It's literally the first dial. It's very awkward.
It's awkward? Why?
Because I can't speak Spanish and she can't speak English. We both could barely understand each other. And eventually I got her husband on the phone and her husband could speak perfect English. And so it went smooth then.
Perfect.
I got a number out of her and I said, I think I could do this. And then she said, let me talk to my husband. And so it led to a close.
All right, let's call this one. Just came in. How do you pronounce it? All right, there we go. Let's give him a call. The seller was called by the manager named Linda. When you call back to inform that you're Linda's partner investor. All right. Let's start running comps while it rings.
Hello?
Hi, Miss Finetti.
Yes.
Hey, this is Steven. You spoke with Linda, my partner, about your property on Cone Court. Did I catch you at a good time?
Yes.
Perfect. So I want to give you a call and see what we can offer for your property. Process takes about 7-10 minutes. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right, perfect. And just to let you know, we are a real estate investment company, so we're not always the best fit. But if we're not, I'm not going to waste your time. I'll let you know that up front, okay?
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for letting me know up front.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I'm looking here in the notes. It says you're looking to sell about a month. Death in the family. I'm sorry to hear that. The property needs a little bit of paint inside. Can you tell me a little bit more specifically about the condition?
Hello. Hey. Oh, hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean the property needs paint inside? You are not on the right page with me.
Oh, that's what it says on the form. You didn't fill that out?
The house is in a fantastic shape. It's 24 years old.
Oh, perfect.
And it's
Okay.
in fantastic shape.
So the
I don't
paint.
need any paint inside or out.
Oh,
No
perfect.
way. Hold on. Okay. It's very difficult to make an offer if you are in California and my property is in Georgia. Okay?
California.
You cannot make an offer. Hold on a second. You cannot make an
She's
offer
aggressive.
if you do not see the property.
I'm gonna let her do her
If
thing,
you
though.
are an investor, I would like to talk to you.
Mhm.
If you are a predatory investor, I do not like to talk to you.
Well, I'm glad that you're talking to the right person because I'm an investor and I'm not here to waste your time or my time. I want to give you a fair offer. And like I said, if it's not a good fit, I'll let you know up front, okay?
Okay, that's
So
good.
it has
Absolutely.
some really good paint, right? So it doesn't need any
Okay.
work. Now, I see here it says, is this active on the MLS currently? Is that right?
No. The contract ends up on the 4th of July with the agent of the real estate. So I don't have a listed at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's not listed at this point.
Okay.
But I'm opening to the investors. I'm opening to see what is going on.
Okay.
And, we go from there.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. Okay. So can you tell me a little bit more about the property's condition and, a little bit more about what you're looking to achieve out of it?
Sure. You said your name is?
My name is Steven. By the way, I'm actually in Florida. I'm not from California. And I buy properties, all over, but my name is Steven. I'm based out of Tampa, Florida.
Okay, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Elizabeth, and nice talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be upfront with you. This house is a custom-built house.
Mm-hmm.
It is built in 2000. Me and my husband, we purchased this land in 1994.
Wow.
We had other houses before, and we built this house because we want to build European style. Everything is a custom made. I have pictures from the foundation to the insulation. It is everything custom made. Like I said, so the house is 24 years old, not even 24. So 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Has a new roof in 2018 and has a new driveway a couple of years ago. The house is 3 levels. The terrace level have one full bedroom apartment with separate kitchen and laundry room and full bath with a shower and bathtub.
Okay.
And the separate entrance, you can drive actually, if you rent this one, I can rent it easy for $1,800 to $2,000 a month.
Say that
and
again.
The driveway, somebody can go there, there to the separate entrance for, with a small car and unload the grocery.
Okay.
The first and second level has definitely a brand new kitchen, which I never use. Nobody lives in this house except me.
Okay.
So everything first level and second level is brand new. Downstairs I live with my cat, and everything is what you see on the pictures of whatever whatever your online is, Zillow or whatever. I put the house for sale, but the house, I think I didn't sell it till now because was not enough exposed, because I have some requirement.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have 24 hours in advance to show the house.
Right.
No lockbox, no sign up front. And the people who wants to come has to present a letter of funds in the bank.
Okay.
So it's not like a train station house. You know what I mean?
A what?
The house, a train station. You know how people want to come and go, come and go, come and go? This is not train station house. Nobody goes to my threshold house until they do what I want by my rules. So, I'm going to repeat to you. No lockbox, no sign up front. The property is already all fenced, electric gate, and it is in the subdivision which was built in 1972 to 1978. So my house is very new. It's 23 years old. And, if you want to ask me any question, I can tell you. So the house has 2 kitchens and 3 floors and all that kind of stuff. So I do not know what you want to know, but this is the reason the house it is at this point. I have a lot of predatory investors. They want to take my property, but I didn't let them go because I don't have a mortgage. So I can stay here until 2000 and whatever.
Right. Yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time and describing the house. Seems like a beautiful house. So, man, what do you think it's currently worth, or what were you looking to at least sell for?
Okay, let me just tell you something.
Yes.
If you are looking to dump me any price, I'm not interested. In a sense, like before you see the house, it's no way you can. I mean, it's no way you can buy a property at this price if you don't see it.
Yeah, we'll always take a look at it.
A house was built 2 years back and was on a septic tank. Was sold for, they asked $975.
This is the type of lady that I'm in. She had a bad experience with other people. She's the type to come look at it first. So it's like a mansion almost, but
I'm the only property on this subdivision which
I'm gonna let her talk a little bit more.
Suite. I don't know if you are an investor in what that means to you, but to me it means a lot of things, and it's very important. So, everybody say, oh my God.
I don't think I should bring up the paint.
No, it's not. I won't put it.
Don't
hang up on me.
Don't talk about paint.
You know what? It seems like it needs new paint, according to the street view.
Dude, please say that.
No.
Please.
If this is what you're looking for, my property is not for you, my dear.
I understand.
I'm 65 years old. I try to sell it to somebody to enjoy this property. It's very, very private.
Right.
You cannot see anything from the street. Like I said, it's all fenced, electric gate, alarm. And, you can rent downstairs 1 full bedroom apartment with separate entrance.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a hard stucco house. Very few people in the United States know what that means. That means like the high-rise buildings, they are built like that.
And like I said, I have the pictures from the foundation to the insulation.
Yeah.
So this house is not going to go for any investor to come in and tell me, I'm not starving to sell the house. I'm not in despair. I don't have a mortgage. So I can stay here another 10, 15 years. I can care less. If you make me the right offer, we can go ahead and everything going to my attorney desk.
Of course.
So I do not try to be rough on you or anything like that. I'm trying to tell you the real stuff. I don't want to waste your time or my time, exactly like you said in the beginning. And I so much appreciate and for the respect for what you do. We can go from here if you want, or we cannot go from here if you want, whatever you prefer, sir. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. And you mentioned you got other calls from some predatory investors?
Yes, a lot of predatory investors.
Was one of them name is RJ?
From New York, from Colorado. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me ask you this. If you know, you said you were looking to sell it for how much?
Well, the house was listed for $949.5, so $950. Let's go to that.
Okay.
So you know, I live Roswell, Atlanta, Georgia. It is one of the 3 small cities in United States.
You gotta be patient with these sellers. Let them talk. The paint, the driveway, the stucco, the privacy.
If you're an investor, you know what I'm talking
the
about.
predatory investors named RJ.
He has no predators.
I live in a historic Roswell. But what it is
Is she the
fantastic
predator?
about my property.
She is the apex predator.
Oh
Around
man.
here, people pay about $2,000 a year on HOA. So I do not do that. So it's I'm okay. I live on 0.72 acres, and I'm very happy with what I have. And I'm waiting to get what I really asked for.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit negotiable, obviously,
Right.
but not that much, just because if you compare with everything what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
you will see it's not, it's not, I mean, I'm asking what I think it's a good price.
Right.
If I want to sell.
Of course. Okay.
So again, I want to say, for all the respect you do and you try to do, if you are an investor and you try to buy low and sell high, this is not the property for you, my dear.
Right.
You may probably want to go somewhere else and do whatever. I have probably a dozen of people call me every day, investors and realtor and everybody. I am so fed up with them. You don't even know. I'm 65 years old. I just retired. I try to live my life nicely. So if you want to, whatever you want to do, we can go from there. And if you say, ma'am, I don't think nothing is working for me, then I will respect that. And thank you for calling me.
I appreciate that. So there's 2 things that might work. The first one I wanted to ask you is, if I can pay you what you're asking for, how much time would you give me to pay it?
I'm not interested, sir, to selling, to
finance.
Give me some down payment and rent the house and trash the house to some people.
I want to get a little information as to why. So she had this listed for $950. I think it was priced actually perfectly, but I have an agent out there that can go take a look at it.
I'm selling the house.
But let me ask her a little bit more about that. I'm gonna try not to offend her. She's not motivated. She doesn't want to do terms. She's asking full market value. I don't want to spend too much time.
I think it didn't sell because of her.
Yeah, probably.
She said 24 hours. There's no sign. She said lack of exposure. That's why it didn't sell.
And you see what is walking this for me.
She's not motivated. Somebody says she lives with cats. Enough said.
Some of the property buildings in the same year.
All right.
Bro, she had a showing and she was sitting
train station.
So
in a chair right as people walked in.
In 900.
What
No,
room would you like
no
to see
showings,
first?
no
I think
lockbox.
1 penny less.
I will show the house.
10 more years from now or 20 years from now. But this is what I am.
But these type of sellers, they won't do it. Even if
You do your
we gave her
own
exactly
thing,
what she wanted, I
you
don't
know.
feel like she would do
You
anything
have
over the phone.
money,
She's just
you
that
can
type of
find
person.
Facts.
I'm gonna see if we could have somebody meet her. Okay, let me ask you this: would it be possible that, you know, within a 24-hour notice, like you said, that maybe my partner could walk the property with you? She likes this area, and maybe we can you know, understand a little bit more about what we can offer down to the penny. Because I would have to take a look at it no matter what. But I just want to see if you're at least open to meeting her in person.
You know what? This is a very smart move you do right now, because you cannot offer anything until you want.
I know exactly what type of seller she is.
So I'm very, very open for her to come in. Just let me know in advance, 2 hours in advance.
I can really send
and
somebody
we-
out there. I don't
we,
know
meet
if it's gonna be
her,
tomorrow, but
and
maybe Monday or
My
Tuesday.
attorney's gonna be with
I
me.
have an agent as well.
we
And
go
sometimes
from
these
there.
people,
I show
you
them
know,
the
if
property,
they're willing to meet in person and you bring, hold on. Perfect. I think
Hello?
yes. Would you think Monday or Tuesday would work? I would have to check with them first, but are those a couple of days that would work for you?
Yes, absolutely. Tuesday
Okay.
not. Monday I have a stress test in the afternoon, but I will be open from 10 o'clock
Okay.
to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is plenty of time somebody to come and see it.
Perfect. Well, I will give them a call tomorrow, and I'll give you a call either way, let you know. So Monday, and then we'll go from there. You have a beautiful house, and let's see if we can do something that works for both of us.
That's wonderful, and thank you. I so much appreciate you actually treat me like a man. You know, man to man, talk business.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, I'm not
let's do
RJ,
that.
so absolutely.
Lots of men, they don't take serious a woman. But I've been in diamond business for the last 37 years in my life.
The agent probably
I
won't go
open accounts
took a
to the
stress
people.
test.
I deal with $1 million.
Yeah.
Almost every month in my
But
business.
listen, she likes what I'm saying, and
but I respect the way you respect me, and that's I like it. And
I appreciate that.
Let's do that. Let me know. This is my phone number. You can text me anytime.
Mm-hmm.
We go from there. And if you have any, I'm not understanding my accent, then we will figure it out to be good for both of us, like you said.
Problem. Where are you from?
So, where do you think I'm from?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm from Italy.
Oh, okay.
But my accent probably it's strange.
No, yeah,
because
Fanetti.
I live here for almost 4 years in this country.
Let me build a little bit of rapport
And,
before I send somebody out there.
You know, it's not anymore Italian accent, and it's not any more other accent. It's not English or Italian.
All right.
It's international. But I'm very familiar with this area and everything in the United States. You know, 40 years. It's a long time.
She likes I'm moving at her pace, but absolutely. Okay. Well, hey, it was great speaking with you. I will give you a call back maybe sometime tomorrow to let you know what time my partner can meet you there on Monday, and we'll go from there.
That's wonderful, and thank you for giving me the time to explain to you what it is.
Unlike that guy RJ, right? He's just horrible. He's a predatory She's on
You
me.
cannot make an offer until somebody from your circle is gonna come and.
But she did agree to a few things.
It's a lot of money.
She agreed to RJ being the predator.
See it. You have to see it. You have to know.
Liars be sellers, bro.
You
Sellers be liars. There you go.
Computer the area and all that. But if you don't walk the property and see actually,
You need a lot of patience to deal with these kind of sellers. Though. You'd be surprised. Some of them end up being deals if you're patient enough.
What you're buying, it is very important to
whoever
the business is very important.
Whoever I send out there cannot talk about the paint.
So much.
That's one thing. I gotta write that down, man. That start off. You're very welcome. My name is Steven, and we'll talk soon. Have a great evening.
fantastic, Stephen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So it started rough, ended well. I mean, the paint kind of started off on the wrong foot. Then we talked about RJ and everything went smooth after that. But
That's
man,
the
I should
key.
start doing that more. I mean, you're
That's
the
the key.
TikTok star now, right? So
Yeah,
everybody
you-
got to know who you are. But I want to let the audience know something. The price, I mean, she owns a free and clear. The price to me doesn't determine how motivated somebody is. It's the time frame and the reason. And the thing is, a lot of investors will get straight to the point. Maybe she didn't like the agent. I don't know what happened there. But sometimes if you actually listen, you're patient, you tell people what they want to hear, you treat them with respect, they may be open. And this is the type of seller where you guys will never close every single deal over the phone. Sometimes people like this have to meet in person. And if you bring facts to the table, you bring actual things that make sense for both parties, she may be flexible, right? She may seem hard to work with, but if you're willing to make it a win-win, who knows what'll happen. So I have somebody in that market I'll send out there Monday. And that was a phone call.
I would have been interested to see, because you have a different like opening like navigation with the start of the call. I'm curious how that call would have gone, because that type of seller can either be immediate, like we're clashing, or we blend so well together. And I honestly don't know how that would have gone with her.
Yeah.
I don't know if me asking her early on how much she wanted for her house would have been a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I think she would have got it. I think she's the type of lady where you guys got to remember, when you're calling even PPL leads or cold calling or whatever marketing you guys are doing, you'll never usually be the first person to speak with a homeowner. And most of them already have a bad experience with somebody else that lowballed them or whatever. So you have to kind of clean up a mess you didn't make. So you have to.
That's why I almost think on that one, I'm leaning towards it might have gone well, because I think she would have like yelled at me, said something kind of like she did with you with the paint. I think she would have been like, "You're supposed to make me the offer, blah, blah, blah." And I think at that point in time, some of the best calls I've had have been following that. I would have been curious to see, because she seemed like she was just in that mood to yell. Because like, honestly, what you said about the paint wasn't like,
I mean, I don't think it was offensive. So
yeah, it was not. It was just, but she took it that way. All right, I'm gonna call this Carlsbad.
Let's go. Is this a New Mexican one?
Yeah.
All right. Speak Spanish. Speak Spanish. Speak Spanish. Come on.
Hey, Jason. This is RJ Bates. I was calling about your property on Desert Willow Drive. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Looks like you had reached out about selling that property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. How much were you looking to get for it?
Well, I don't know. I'm not 100% on the market there, just because I've had we're in Texas and the property's in New Mexico. It was my dad's property. He passed away back in March, and so we went through. New Mexico has laws over there. You got to wait 4 months to do the probate and make sure that there's no kind of any other debt or anything like that before we could put the house on the market. So
right.
We're at that point now, and but my uncle, he lives there in Carlsbad, and he's kind of taking care of that part of it for us, just because we're not there. And he's a little bit up in age, and so I'm not sure he knows what the market is. So it's kind of up and down on what we're trying to get out of the property. I've got I don't know what the tax value as far as the square footage is on the property, but do you have that stuff in front of you?
I do. I have the square footage as 2,333 square foot.
Right, and then you got another 530 for the garage, which is non-living space, but
right.
I guess it's. And so, well, let me ask you then. You guys are investors. I understand that, and y'all have to make. What do y'all look on? Are y'all looking for like 6 or 8% you want, or what percent are y'all trying to make on a property after you buy?
Well, typically, what we like to do is see what the property values are in the area when they're completely fixed up, and then figure out what we would have to do to achieve that value. and then we kind of reverse engineer our numbers from there.
Is this number you're calling from? Is this a cell number? I could send you a couple pictures.
No, this is a landline, but I can give you my cell phone if you want to do that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's 817-915-6860.
Yeah, so just I know we've had a couple people call and there's been some conversations and stuff, and they wanted to see just a few pictures of the inside as far as the updates and stuff.
Did those people make any offers?
So actually, so not investors, but there's a couple there that looked at the house yesterday at the price he was asking for it, and they were supposed to go to the bank. They own a couple properties there in Carlsbad businesses. They're not. I think they're wanting to buy for rental. But I've had two offers, and of course nothing in stone because there was no agreement, nothing signed or anything. One of them was 260, which I thought that was a little low, and then we had the 295, and I've got the information from the two companies that I spoke with. They sent me text messages with this information on it, so I've got that information available.
Yeah. When the 295 offer, I mean, that feels, just based off of what I'm looking at, that feels like a pretty decent offer. How did that conversation end up for you?
Honestly, he said he was gonna, because I don't know the market there, and so I was trying to push for a little bit more, and he said he would do a little more research and get back with me, and I didn't ever hear back. So I'm just kind of curious if they didn't see something, because I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, what my uncle's telling me the property's worth and what I think the property is worth is we're on two different ballparks. He thinks it's worth, a substantial amount more just because the golf course is right there, the amenities, you walk in the backyard and you're on the putting green basically. But maybe there's some people that like that, but I don't know. I think most people, that they're going to buy that a house for that value are not going to be worried about, playing golf. That's just my personal opinion on that. I mean, I think somebody that wants to be on the golf course is going to be on the golf course because they want to be. It don't matter how much the house costs,
I mean, I see the value in it. I think that could be a reason why someone would want to buy the property, but it does not add value. There's two properties that have sold on Desert Willow. There's 1621 and there's 1625. Those sold for 296 and 270. And that was retail on the market. Similar square footage to you. Those are on the golf course. They back up just like your property.
Right. I'm gonna send you this message that was sent to me from just so you know, I'm not trying to shoot you full of bull here. I want to be, I'm trying to be straight about this. So I want to send you with this, the 285 to 298 cash range that they told me that they would offer. So
was it a big company or was it a local company? I mean, who was it?
It's a big company. Hang on, I'll tell you who it is. It is. Looking back here in a second.
Had you previously talked to them, or did this just come out of the blue?
No, I had talked to them before, and they actually reached back out to me.
Interesting.
I'm trying to find who this was. Okay, here it is. No, this is not. This is another company here.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not. I could not be anywhere close to that price. I don't know what they would do with it. I don't know how they make money.
Yeah, it's Nationwide is the company that they called me.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think it's a damn good offer.
Well, they haven't called me back, so it's, in my opinion, I think that's out the window because I'm going to be honest with you. When I think that you as an investor, I think you're going to buy the property, or I'm going to sell the property to. If I'm selling it to an investor, it's going to be between 225 and 240, and then. If you guys don't have to do anything to the property, which I can tell you that I don't think that it just had a new roof put on it this last year. The AC and heat unit has just been resurfaced. The house is it's a $275,000 house. I mean, it is
right.
You know what I mean? It's just. I've been there, so I'm not trying.
I mean, the pictures, it looks in good condition. I agree with you. I think if you're going to sell someone like us, that's the price range you need to be in. I think you said there's a big discrepancy between you and your uncle. Sounds like you're being reasonable. What does uncle think it's worth?
Well, he's got it listed for $357.
He's got this listed on the MLS right now?
No, he's posted it on his Facebook.
Oh, I see.
It's not listed as a realtor. He claims that he was a realtor in Lubbock for years, and so he knows what the market is. But he's 87 years old, and we've already sold. So the house belongs to me and my brother. My brother's a little bit younger, and I told him I'll take whatever we sell for. We're just supposed to split down the middle. Well, so my uncle, being involved in this, he's like, well, I want to get 6% out of this, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. If you're just going to bring a buyer, it's like 3%. But what? It doesn't matter what we sell. Just for having a deal with it. It is what it is, which is more than, even if it's on for 400,000. So at the end of the day, he's going to get what he wants. So I told him, basically, let's just sell a property. I'm tired of, it's a burden on him. It's a, stress for him because, he owns a insurance company there in Carlsbad. So, he got enough stuff going on. He doesn't need to go for that. So it's fine. We just want to sell it and be done, in my opinion. So, you tell me what you think you could give for the property, and I'll just call him and tell him, if you don't sell it, in the next, couple of weeks, nobody's going to pay $350,000 for a house. So I can just tell you, we built a house here in Fort Worth, 8 years ago for $350,000. It was 10 times that house,
Well, the problem is like if you curve around in the neighborhood and you start going down Country Club, Circle, and you go down to Orchard Lane and some of those other streets, there's houses that are selling in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. What he's not paying attention to is those have 25,000 square foot lots. There's more square footage. They're different types of houses, right? They're not the Adobe style. Like it's a different property. You can't use that as a comparable. Every property that is just like this property is selling somewhere starting with a 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 276, 296, 270, 267, 270, 219, 215. I mean, it's pretty consistent. I think I would need to be down there in that low 2s. And like you said, probably just come in, do some lipstick on it, and then turn around and sell it. That's what we would be interested in doing. So if that's something that you're interested in, then yeah, we would absolutely be willing to do something like that. But I couldn't compete with those first 2 offers.
Tell you, it's I haven't heard back from anybody, and that's why, and we're not. I mean, $50,000 make or pay for us. So it's just, I'm just like, sell it.
So, I mean, where do you want to go from here? Sorry, your phone kind of broke up there for a little bit, but where do you want to go from here? I know you probably need to talk to the brother, right? Or is it more important to talk to the uncle?
No, I don't need it. I mean, the uncle's the one that I've got. I mean, ultimately, we have the final say in what if we want to sell the house for $100,000, we can sell the house for $100,000. He's going to get whatever we told him we were going to get him, and we're going to be done with it. So. And my brother is whatever he's following my lead. Whatever I've done, we're gonna do. He's so I'm not worried about that. The main thing is I told my uncle, hey, I'll give you a couple of weeks if you want to try to sell it, for whatever you think you can sell it for, then go ahead. But I just I sent him a message today, and I told him I said I think you're completely off on the value because the house is. He's like, well, houses out here on the average are selling for 160 a square foot, and I'm like, well, I said, that's gonna, that really you can't decide, how much a house is going to be based on that because you're going to have living space versus land versus non-livable space. I mean, a house that's 2,500 square foot that's going to sell for 170 a square foot. And then you got another house the same size. It's got 5 acres on it. It's not going to sell for 170 square foot. I just don't think he gets it. But I guess my thing is you do your homework. Tell me what you think you'll give me for it, and I've got your number here. And if it gets down to where I'm just sitting here like nobody's calling back about their offers, and I see you're sitting here, then I'll go. We'll just go with it. I mean, and is that cash and we don't have to pay any closing and we don't have to do any work on the house.
Correct.
Okay. So you figure out what you think the value is. And I mean, obviously you guys are, I know y'all are in it to make a little money. And like I told my uncle, I said, I'm not trying to be greedy. I said, I would rather it be out of our hair and not have to deal with it than, then wait on it, sit on it, and try to make another $60,000 on it because I'm just not, it just doesn't really matter.
I can tell you right now, based off of what I'm seeing, I would be very comfortable offering you 210.
Okay.
And that would be covering the closing costs. There's no commission, so that's just a net number to you minus any liens or anything else on the property.
Okay. Well. I'll sleep on that and again, if he doesn't do something with it in the next, week or two, then, I'm just going to step in and tell him, hey, let's just go with it. Let's get a good offer, whatever we get, and let's roll with it. And I'll give you a call and I'll let you know what we're going to do.
Yeah. So you've got my cell phone number. You can shoot me a text there, or this phone number I called you from is the office line. So you can call in. And just like I said, my name's RJ. You can talk to anybody on the team though, that they'll be able to look this up and help you. Okay.
Okay. Now while I got you real quick, just
yep.
You said 210. If I call you back and say, hey, if you can do 225, I mean, let's do it. I mean, would that be something you'd consider?
I will always consider it. I will also consider saying no.
No, I got you. But that's kind of, I think that's my bottom dollar. I mean, I think to an investor, in my opinion, I think, y'all are gonna come in and you're gonna make 6 to 7%. I'm assuming on a sale on something like that you could turn and flip, pretty quick. So, I mean, I think 225 is fair. I mean, but yeah, just think on that. And if you think that that's something you could do, I'll holler back at you and get an answer from you.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll talk to you then. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
What do you think about that guy?
I liked him. I think the big takeaway from that call is to see the power of walking away.
Yep.
So many times people want to chase something, and you see right there, just immediately, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. I'm not going to be anywhere close. And he's like, yeah, well, just because I have those offers, I don't even think they're realistic. I mean, really, I want to be 225. And it's like, he just sent me a text message. I mean, bro, this is how crazy this is. I mean, everybody else, it's like,
Dang.
see if we can get that
You
in.
want to discuss 285?
So 298.
Hmm.
I mean, I showed the address. I probably shouldn't have showed that. Don't take me down, YouTube. But I mean, yeah, I mean, right there, he's showing me he's got an offer for 285 to 298. And so in my case, I'm like, well, I don't know what they're gonna. How did they make money? Congratulations, go sell it to them. And he's like, well, they haven't called me back. Well, yeah, because it's full of shit.
Yeah.
It's not real. I do this for a living. I'm looking at it. I'm like, that would be a realtor would have to say that. And they would have to be a retail buyer. And the next thing you know, he's giving you a great price. So,
yeah. And if you try to compete for it, he would have seen that you're like, you're vulnerable, because that's one thing a lot of people are afraid to do is takeaways, because they may feel like they lose a deal. But actually, like, if that offer is great, man, if I were you, why are you wasting your time on me? Go take that offer. That's a phenomenal offer. Well, you know, it's not a real offer. Like, you know, so that's great. I noticed that was it his uncle that was involved too? How do you usually deal when there's another party involved like that and there's back and forth?
so I don't know if you caught that. It's technically owned by him and his little brother. And he says a significantly younger brother. So he is the decision maker, and they are the two owners. The uncle is in his 80s and was a realtor in Lubbock, Texas for years. So the uncle said, I could sell this property for a lot more than what you're asking. The uncle is just trying to get paid 6%. So the uncle is not even a decision maker on this or anything. So he basically just told his uncle, sure, if you want to go try to sell the house for 350, goes, I'll gladly pay you 6%. But he knows it's not going to go down. So I fully expect on that. The way I would handle that lead right there is I would call him in about a week, and I would say, hey, Jason, just following up. Has the property sold? No. Great. I need to know if you want to move forward with my 210 offer.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, I really need it to be 225. And then I'm going to go hardcore on this is why I need 210. And I would educate him on the numbers, because right now he's thinking something like 6-7% in his head. I don't know where he's getting that. I don't want to argue with him. But I do need it to be at 210 on that one. Max, you said break down the numbers for the offer to that seller. So the max ARV that I have on that one was like 296. There's a couple that are a little bit lower. So that one I put as like a 290 ARV with no rehab. He did send me pictures of the property. It does not need anything. So that's going to be more of like I would wholesale it for 15K, and then someone would just wholesale it on the backside for about a 11 to 12% profit potential of like 35,000 is what they would be looking at. All right, bro. You want to do some more? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'll do a couple more.
I want to get you on a normal seller call. You've had two like not good ones. I want a motivated seller.
Here, we got one in St. Louis, Missouri, possibly. Let's see what we got here. Let's call this guy. Price space. Oh, I'm kind of afraid to ask about the paint. It says repairs needed, paint outside.
Yeah, bro, just skip over it. Don't bring up the paint.
Yeah. Nah, no bueno. Here, let's just call this one.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call.
All right. Let me make sure I called the right number.
Yeah, that made it sound like it was the wrong number.
Yeah. Good thing about iSpeed to Lead provides additional phone numbers. There's an additional phone number here.
Damn, bro, look at him roasting Steve in the comments. Yeah.
That's because he changed the laws, I heard.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the one that embraced that role. I don't know why. He was the one that called me and said, hey, people think that I changed the wholesaling laws in South Carolina. Will you start roasting me?
Dang. Trang changes the laws up there, huh?
I said, sure, buddy. You want me to talk trash about you?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
All right, let's go to another one.
Yes, Tom. Some of those contracts did get signed last week. I'll let you decide whose contracts got signed and whose didn't.
All right, ASAP, own the property, relocating. Awesome. Let's call this one.
I dropped my baseball. Got to go get it.
What?
I went on a trip with my son. We went to a game at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, and I bought this baseball. It's got all the logos on it, and now it's become the ultimate fidget toy. When I sit here, I just toss the baseball back and forth. Sometimes I look stupid, but
I got a heavy bag I punch when people tell me about paint. All right, let's call this person Buffalo, New York, ASAP. I like it. Mr. Myrie. Contact the manager Chris on behalf. When you call him, tell him you're Chris's partner. This came in like 20 minutes ago.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Myrie.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, my name is Steven. Looks like you spoke with my partner Chris about your property on Northland Avenue. Did I catch it at a good time?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing still.
What's that?
I said, yeah, it's fine right now. I was just trying to hear what my wife loud shampoo carpet thing she got running.
Oh, really? I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm taking the phone out of the area now.
Okay. Well, no problem. So, yeah, it looks like you filled. Well, you spoke with Chris, and I was actually giving you a call back to see what we can do for you. It just takes about 7-10 minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
Perfect. And just to let you know, we are a real estate investment company. So if I'm not a good fit, I'll let you know up front so I don't waste your time or my time. All right.
All right.
Perfect. So it says here it's in Buffalo. You're looking to relocate. Can you tell me a little bit more specifically about the property and the situation?
What do you like? What do you need? What do you need to know is 4 bedrooms,
Mm-hmm.
bathroom and a half, front porch, back porch, front upper porch as well. It has 2 decks in the backyard, upper and a lower. There's an area that's been fenced off for dogs.
Fenced off
I
for
have 2
dogs?
German Shepherds.
You have a couple
Yeah,
German
it's
Shepherds?
concrete area. Huh?
You said you have a couple German Shepherds?
I had a couple German Shepherds. I got rid of them.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Man, those are great dogs.
I had 2. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to try to relocate all the stuff that I'm bringing out of town and taking 2 dogs. I got like 3 cars, a truck, a boat, all this stuff. It's just too much.
Wow. Where are you moving to?
Houston.
Oh, wow. Man,
Yeah.
Houston's
we got
great.
ministry work down here, me and my wife. So
Congrats.
that's where we're going.
Okay. And you have a pool back there is what I see on the satellite view?
Yeah, there's a pool back there, 8-person jacuzzi as well.
Okay.
And got a sauna in the yard as well. Come with the house. And I had Home Depot install me a generator from Generac.
Uh-huh. Oh, those are great.
So it's already power wired on the ground and everything. As soon as the lights cut off, it cuts right over.
Oh, that's great. Perfect. And
Yeah, I've got 220 line. There's all brand new copper pipes in here. Circuit breaker system. The roof was put on about 6 years ago.
all right.
And the railings and everything on the porch and all that stuff was done about 4 years ago.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a driveway put in there, so I don't know how old your satellite picture is. I used to have a pond in the front with flowers, and I got rid of that and had it concreted.
All right.
But I got a fountain with other landscaping going on out in the front, so the curb appeal was sick when you see it.
How's the paint? Good?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, good to hear. Yeah, I actually spoke with a seller not too long ago, and yeah, she didn't have that much good paint, but I'm glad you do. Perfect. So, what kind of time frame? I see you put ASAP, but what kind of time frame realistically, if we agreed on a price, what kind of time frame were you ready to move forward, sell the property?
Well, my wife works for First Student. She's drives the bus for the kids, and they start back to school in September. She's doing like a little mild summer run for special need kids right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to move before the school year starts.
Okay, so it's right around the corner there. Okay,
September, yeah.
All right. Did you have any ideas to, what you think the property might be currently worth, or what you're looking to at least sell for?
Yeah, I'm selling for $200K or best offer. I put a lot of work into this house.
$200K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming with a lot of features and a lot of things in here.
Like what?
We've also got 2 fireplaces that's coming here. That's staying. 2 mounted TVs to the wall, HD Samsung TVs that's staying. So I got a 1,500 gallon fish tank built in the wall that's staying. It's a lot of features in it.
So for an investor like me, I'd probably flip or rent this property out. But obviously, as an investor, I got to make a profit. I think 200,000 is it's definitely on the higher side of what renovated properties are selling for. If I were to pay you cash, I can close as soon as you'd like, as long as it's a clean title and all like that. But if I can cover the closing cost fees and I can close on a time frame that works best for you, what do you think would be the best price you can do?
Well, if you wanted to make me an offer, I was sit down and discuss it with the wife.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting ever since I listed online. I've been getting calls, like 3 or 4 calls a day. So
Oh, really? Any of them give you offers on the property?
Yeah, I had a few already. Yeah.
What was your highest offer that they gave you? Just out of curiosity.
I can't say that.
I'm just curious. It must have not been a good one if you're still on the phone with me.
I got a young lady.
Yeah.
I used to go to church with her. She works I think she works for Hunt. She's coming Saturday because we're thinking about also listing it. So.
Yeah. What do you think you would list it at?
I'm going to list it at 200, and then, like I said, or best offer. Definitely have her put that under there.
So if you were to list at 200,000, after closing costs, commissions, and all that, you'd be a lot lower than that. And then you might make repairs, financing might fall through with the buyer. But if I were to do a cash offer, I just buy an as is condition, and we cover all the closing costs and all that. But yeah, I don't know if I can do.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
go
off.
ahead.
She told me that she makes 3% and her company makes 3%. So that's 6% off of off the property that you off of the 200 grand. That's right. So I'm not gonna make not clearing the whole thing cash like a cash deal will.
Yeah, I mean, and closing costs too, right? So
right.
Because I mean, I'm looking at properties, and now I don't know if you told me this, but the bathrooms and the kitchen, when were they last updated? Recently, or are they just in original shape?
Oh no, I had them updated about 6 years ago.
Okay, 6 years ago.
The kitchen was updated in 2019, like December.
Yeah.
Like if I could probably send you the video. I took the video of like walking around the house and everything. Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm looking at some other properties similar to yours that are in good shape. They're not, tear downs, they're not fully renovated, but I see one here. Where was it at? You familiar with Waller's Avenue?
Waller's?
Yep.
Waller's or Waller's?
Waller's Avenue. It's right on the other side there of Northland.
Okay. I don't think I heard that street.
This property.
Went. Me and my wife was looking at like properties that sold within the last 6 months or a year, and it was properties near Bailey and Delavan off Newburgh, which is like a 2-minute ride from my house. It was going like at 160, 165. Some of these properties had less square footage than mine, and there's no way they had no pool and generator and circuit, all this other stuff. They was getting at least 160.
Right.
So I mean, if we're gonna do a cash deal, I'll be frank with you. If we're gonna do a cash deal, I even without discussing with my wife, I'll take the 180. You cover the closing costs, and we be done with it.
Yeah, I still think that I would actually lose money if I offered you that, unless if I was able to pay the 180. I mean, are you open to me paying a little bit now, a little bit later?
No, I couldn't do that. I had an offer like that, so I know what you're talking about. I also had another rent-to-own offer.
Yeah.
No, because we straight moving out of town, so I'm like gonna be purchasing another house down there.
Gotcha. So. Yeah, because if it was a cash offer, I'd have to be at. So I try not to go back a year. I try to go back. 90 days. I'm trying to look at the area, see what's selling recently, and the highest one.
What would you talk about putting down if I held the rest?
I mean that'd be completely up to you in regards to what you would want down, and then I'd have to do some research and see what I could rent it for. But if that's something you were open to, I mean, what would you consider?
Well, I would definitely have to talk to my.
I think his wife is the main
like
decision maker here.
But
she's acumen or something like. I feel like he's got to speak to his wife about everything.
And then we work out the time frame. I guess what was you thinking about how much time frame was you thinking about in between coming up with the rest?
I mean, it's completely up to you. I can move as slow as you like, as quick as you'd like. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure it's something that works for both you and your wife, right? You think your wife would be happy with some money now, some money later?
Well, ultimately, we discuss everything, but I make the final decision. So
of course.
That.
Okay.
We've been married 27 years, so
yeah.
We don't have we got 4 kids together, no outside kids, so she understands how the household is ran. So
of course, and as far as a cash offer, I mean, the most comparable property I see recently that sold, 444 Waller's Avenue. I mean, this one sold for, let me pull this up, $110,000. Let me see. That's the closest one to you.
I had a guy, the guy who lived next door to me. He's from Bangladesh. His brother came over here and offered me $135. So
what'd you tell him? You told him no, or maybe, or you got to talk to the wife about it?
No, I told him I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for that. But,
Okay.
when you see the house, I mean, when you see the house, you'll understand. Matter of fact, if you want, I can send you pictures on this the number you at.
Yeah, go ahead and text me. I mean, you said you had a 15-gallon tank and 2 fireplaces?
Yeah, all that's covered included.
Yeah, and the thing with, I love all that stuff, but as an investor, I tried my best not to get emotionally attached to what's inside. For me, it's like, what can I make on this? Otherwise, I mean, I'd be.
I'll tell you one thing: if you was Airbnb in this house, who we, somebody's coming, they got access to a jacuzzi, pool, sauna, and 2 decks in the yard for cooking, an area for the dog. I mean, you kill Airbnb.
What do you think I could rent it for?
Yeah. If I was going to rent this house out, I would probably rent it out for at least probably 17, 18.
17, 18. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, 130s. I think if it was a cash offer, honestly, I think you should take that and run with it. I mean, if you were to list it,
I'd rather get a real estate. I'd rather get a
right,
real estate
right.
agent.
Of course, of
even
course.
Even if I, like I said, I fall and don't hit the 200 mark and get the one and get the 180 mark, even 6% off for that, it's still way more than 130.
Plus closing costs and fees. And what if, maybe repairs?
That's negotiable.
What if the buyer says, you know what? I don't like that fish tank. Take that out of there. I mean, there's a lot that could happen. I'm not saying that you couldn't sell it. I mean, but it's definitely, I don't think it'll sell at 200,000. But again,
well, if I don't like the fish tank, I can definitely have it removed.
That's not a big problem.
Like that's not a problem.
Yeah. But man, a cash offer, I mean, I'd have to be probably around what your neighbor or your buddy from Bangladesh offered you. I'd probably have to be somewhere around there. I don't think otherwise I would just say, list it, unless, again, I know you said you have to speak with your wife, but if you allow me to pay a little bit now, a little bit later, I could probably come up a lot higher on that asking price.
Okay, well, if you put something together for me, maybe you can shoot it to my email, and then I.
What's your best email?
See how that works.
I'm gonna mute this here.
You want to do that?
I'll take a look at it. When would be a good time I can maybe speak with you and your wife at the same time? Give you guys a call back.
Anytime after like this time, 5:30, 6 is cool.
Okay. All right. You think I can call you later when she's done?
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm like I said, it's not gonna change where I move. Trust me. She'll tell you that because anything's dealing with the numbers, she gonna automatically direct to see that that's my husband.
Okay.
I'll just discuss it with her out of just because.
Of course. Yeah.
But
and
I'm not going.
If you're on board with it and you just got to run it by her, just to make sure that I'm not wasting your time, because a cash offer at 200, I definitely couldn't do. I'd be out of business if I gave everybody, full market price. But if you're open to terms and you run it by her and she's open to it, I think we can talk, and I can probably pay more than your buddy.
All right, definitely will.
All right, I got your email here.
Send me an email or whatever. I can go let her read or whatever after she finishes shampooing a rug or carpet or something she's doing up there.
Okay. All right. What time can I call you later this evening, you think, or would it be too late?
Oh no, that's cool. We up. We up. At least till she don't go to bed till after 9:30.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll try to call you a little bit before then. Okay.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay. Take care.
All right. This guy wanted 200,000. I mean, this is I don't think he's gonna get that. It seemed like, he said he was the decision maker. I truly don't believe that he'll make the decision on his own. He always referred everything to his wife. I got to run by the wife, even though he's the main decision maker. I believe it's free and clear. I mean, I don't really care. A lot of people try to sell you on what's on the inside in the fireplace, and they try to sell you that you can do this and that. But what really comes down to is the numbers. What is the market saying right here? Right? That's all I care about. I think he's negotiable. I just got to get his wife on the call. If I can get the wife and him on the same call and there's not this back and forth, it would actually it wouldn't allow him to say, well, I got to run it by the wife. The wife is right next to you. So I want to hear from her and him at the same time. And who knows? I think there's something there potentially, but it's decent.
All I have to say is sometimes, guys, the result is not the thing that I want you guys paying attention. Steven's had 3 calls. I've had 2 calls. I personally believe all 5 of our calls have been fucking masterful. Like, the end result might not be there, but what you guys have witnessed on today's live, I mean, these are like top-notch calls where it's like, we have not gotten the highly motivated lay down leads. These have been like full retail, like, and the fact that these conversations, I mean, dude, your conversation right there was about 17, 18 minutes. I mean, that was a really quality call there where you went from $200,000 getting him talking about receiving a 135 offer, right?
Yep.
My call right before, I have an offer for 195 or 295, but I'll accept 225. I mean, it's like, I hope you guys are like understanding like the way that these conversations are being navigated and seeing how the fact that we even have the opportunity to continue having a conversation with them. Because it's not like every single one of these is going to get a call back and leads to a contract, but we're giving ourselves that opportunity. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The trophy behind you, it looks like a World Cup trophy, but it's not the World Cup trophy.
Nobody's gotten this right. I want to ask your audience, actually. Guys, what do you think this is? I'm not going to give you no tips. I don't know if you can zoom in, but what do you guys think that is?
If it were closed in the middle, it looks just like the World Cup trophy.
All right. Let me see if anybody in the chat gets it right. I just want to see. I'm curious. Right. Somebody put in the chat. What do you think this is?
Steven, this is serious, though. I have done many, many lives since 2021. A bowling trophy for a 300 game.
I don't bowl. I mean, I do bowl with the kids at the arcade and stuff, but no, I don't competitively bowl.
That boy, not an octopus.
Not an octopus.
So I've been doing these lives with Speed to Lead since 2021. I have never done one and not gotten at least a verbal agreement or a contract.
Yeah.
So and we're nearing the 2.5 hour mark. I have to close this next one. I'm letting you know. Okay. So this is going to be a close.
Oh, hold on. Somebody got it right.
Someone got it right?
Oh yeah, look, it's the world is yours. That's what it is. A lot of people think it's the World Cup trophy. Chicago Novelties, Lionel. Yep. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I love it.
Someone got it. This Anna right now does not know what's coming her way.
Let's close it. Come on.
She's selling me this property. Hey, is Anna there? Hey, Anna, this is RJ Bates. Looks like you were talking to Rachel earlier about your property on School Street. Is that correct? All right. You ready to sell it to me? I said right before this call, I said, Anna's going to sell me her property, so I'm ready to do a deal. How much you want for this?
$25,000 and it's negotiable.
All right. 25,000. It needs work, doesn't it?
It's very loud.
Tell me how bad, how much work do you think it needs?
It needs total renovation. Except that we pay to have some professional blowing insulation done for the whole thing, part of the building. And it has a relatively new roof.
Okay. So insulation, and you said you did do a new roof?
Now, the roof was new when we purchased it 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you bought it 6 years ago and it's just kind of been sitting there, or did you guys live there, or what's been going on?
We spent some time there and less than a year ago and came back to Washington to be closer to family. Family that have been a couple deaths in the family, and realized it was really important to raise our kids in our family. So never going back out.
Gotcha. When you say Washington, you mean Washington State or Washington, D.C.?
Washington State.
Oh, geez, you're on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right. So you just want to be done with this. You got to get it gone, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, here's what I'll do for you. They wouldn't call me a good sales guy if I didn't, try to beat you up a little bit, because you said you're negotiable at the 25. So I have to hit you for a little bit below the 25. But I'm going to tell you a story as to why it's a good number. Okay. You ready for it?
Okay.
All right. So my company is called Titanium Investments. The reason why we're called Titanium Investments is because my favorite number growing up was 22. It was my sports number, and my partner, Cassie, was born on February 22nd. And so the 22nd element is titanium. So anytime I'm anywhere close to someone wanting somewhere around 22,000, I always like to offer $22,222.22. So what do you say?
That sounds doable.
Let's do it. All right. $22,222.22. Let me see if I have your email. I do not have your email. What's all right. Let me make sure one thing real quick. I have this also in Joseph's name. I'm assuming that's your husband.
That's correct.
I would also need to get his signature at some point in time. I don't need it necessarily to open title, but I would need it pretty quickly. Do you want to go ahead and give me his email so I could send it to him to sign as well?
Yeah, I can give you his email.
Okay, what is it? Pulled up on the property record, so I saw y'all's names there. All right. Let's see what else. So what I'm gonna do is, this is how the process works. Okay. I'm going to send you the contract for the $22,222.22. I am going to need to gain access to the property. Is there a way, like, is there a lockbox there? Is the property unlocked? Is there someone there that could let us in? Is there a way for us to gain access to do some due diligence and inspections on our side?
Yeah, I know someone who lives actually up there pretty close, and he'd be very happy to show you over the house.
Okay.
His name is Rex Nicholson. And let me pull his phone number up for you.
Well, actually, it's okay. I don't need that right now. Because the way it works is we won't do that until you sign the contract. So once you sign the contract, then we're going to open title. We'll send it off to the attorney, get everything started there. Then we'll contact you and say, okay, now that we're under contract, let us go out there and start doing our inspections and our walkthroughs and everything like that. Because really what we're doing there is just preparing getting our contractors ready and what we're going to need to do on the rehab side of things. So I don't need Rick's phone number right now. We'll call you and we'll get that. The next step is just I send that contract to you and Joseph. Once you guys sign it, then you'll see an email being sent out to you guys saying, congratulations, you're under contract. We're opening title. And then we'll reach out to you to gain the access. It normally takes us somewhere between 3 to 4 weeks to get this closed. Okay. So that's kind of what you're looking like in the time frame to get your money. All right.
All right, thanks. I'll be looking for the email.
Yes, it should be over to you in about 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, well, I just want to I'm sharing with my kids, but I'll take a look at it as soon as I can.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Anna.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Bye. 7 minutes, 41 seconds.
Hey, 22,000. Where's that at?
Maine, bro. I just
Dang,
want you to
Maine?
know. I want you to know. I'm not going to share it because I don't want anybody to swipe this. My closest comp is 375,000.
Oof.
That's why when she said 25,000, I don't know.
25,000.
I was like, oh, bro, this is a banger of a deal. I mean,
Yeah, that's solid. That's solid.
I felt it because when I looked at it, it's like it's in a good location. I like Maine. It's not like we do a lot of deals there, but it's also just not very populated. But when we get deals there, I mean, they're good. Vacant, selling a vacant, non-occupied house. And then it was condition-wise, bathroom needs work, paint inside, boiler, water heater, landscaping, electrical, plumbing, flooring, kitchen cabinets, kitchen appliances, paint outside, air conditioning. I mean, it needs everything.
Everything.
But
that's the ideal scenario.
we basically got it for free. So I will take it. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm not even messing around with this. I don't want to scare her off. I just wanted to ask her enough questions just so she felt like I was like being real.
Yeah. No, that was great.
That's it. Well, hey, it's funny because what did I say right before the call? I said, I hope you guys are paying attention. These have been masterful calls. We just haven't gotten the motivated seller. It wasn't when you get that, it's like Steve said last week. It's the greatest thing Steve Train's ever said. A great closer just stays out of the way. Like, just don't mess that up.
Don't. 25K, you said the comps were 300s, huh?
375.
Sheesh. That's on a silver platter, man.
Bro, what is that? What did I just buy that at? That's at like 7% of ARV. I mean, that's insane. I mean, and I negotiated her down $2,800 just because. I mean, realistically, it didn't even need to. I mean, 25K. But the motivation was there. You know, I had pictures of the property too when she bought it. I mean, so there was pictures where I could see, I mean, it needs love, but I mean, it's not like not livable. she said she was living there. She just moved out. She moved to Washington State. So it's like, this isn't even like tear down. It's just ugly. So
That's beautiful.
it's a great deal. All right. You want to do another one or you want to call it?
I'll do another one.
All right. I'll let you.
We're going to be here all night, man. I need a motivated seller like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. You're probably feeling it now. You're like,
22K? Shoot. 22K?
That was crazy.
Let me call one.
By the way, someone asked earlier, like way early at the beginning, they might not be here anymore, if I will do live dispo days. Yes, we will do live dispo days. I actually have a live dispo recording coming out. We're just waiting on the deal to close. So that's sometimes the problem with the dispo. I mean, listen, it's a lot more likely that a investor is going to watch my YouTube channel than a motivated seller, right? And it's not that I don't want to have to go through and disclose like, hey, you're on YouTube on every single one of these. So yes, we will have some dispo days. It's not really a competition, man. We just call it that. It's all fun and games. Me and Steven are buddies. We've done stuff together. We've competed in Closure Olympics twice. He judged the last Closure Olympics. I've been on his show, The Deal Desk.
When's the next one? Are they having another one?
No one's reached out to me, so I don't know. We just had the 1 year anniversary. Is this past
year?
It's been a year, bro.
That's
I saw the Facebook memories.
All right, I'm gonna call this next one. Just tell me when you're ready to stop. Let's see. So this one,
I mean, bro,
straight to voicemail.
I keep getting $22,000 laydowns in Maine.
Dude, I gotta go check Maine now. Hold on, that was in Maine. When did that come in?
It literally just come in. Right as you got off the phone, I refreshed my screen and I saw that, and I was like,
"That's all
bro."
day.
She probably doesn't even know what hit her. That she had just talked to the team, and then I called her, and I'm like 22,000. She's and dude, I don't know if you heard that or not, but she said she was traveling, so she was about to be unavailable.
The what?
She was traveling, and she was about to be unavailable.
Yeah, it was a little choppy in the beginning.
We could have missed that whole thing if we had taken. If you had sat there and shot the shit with that guy for 5 more minutes, man, you could have cost me that $22,000 laydown.
All right, let me call this one.
Oh, okay, I get you. This guy is saying, Steven, real quick before you call, this is a good question.
What?
He's asking, he is struggling calling leads. How does he beat his competition when they've been cold called and called by me and you and he's saying, how do I separate myself from my competition?
Well, you guys kind of saw an example of that with the paint lady, right? So she got called from other people and, they lowballed her and stuff like that. One thing I noticed is that the more straightforward you are with people, the more they appreciate it. You don't have to come up with like these fancy lines like if this, then that. Every conversation is different. Follow your own process, throw your own personality in it, be yourself.
Be real and authentic. Dude, yeah. Literally what I said. What did I say earlier? What y'all are seeing is masterful because exactly what you're talking about. The paint lady. The fact that you got that conversation to keep going. I got on a call where the guy says, I've got offers at $295, and I say, see you later. And then he's like, okay, I'll accept $225. How about that? These are, why did they do that? Why did they feel attracted to continue to have that conversation? Because he said, I don't think these other people are real.
Yeah.
He felt something about me being real, right? I think that's the key here. The number one human trait that people feel more than anything is authenticity. Yeah, so if you can be authentic on the phone, that will attract more results to you than anything.
All day. Don't try to be someone you're not, guys. Just be yourself, and let people know that you're not there to waste their time, but you're also not there to waste your time. And when I told that lady that, she's like, "Oh, I really appreciate that and respect," but I'm not trying to say something like slick or just like, "Oh, let me say this so this happens." I'm just being myself, but that's how you come across differently.
Yep.
It's just being yourself, and that's what's going to separate yourself from everybody else. So that's the best piece of advice I can give you. I mean, just be straightforward. All right, let me try calling this person. This is in I don't even know how to pronounce this. Wiwa Hitachaka in Florida. Let me see. X332. Shoot, I need a 25 or 22K main deal. That's what I need. Shoot.
Well, I'm saying, bro. Y'all be sleeping on those rural markets.
Hello.
Oh, she got you.
Hey, Rhonda, this is Steven. I believe you filled out a form on our website in regards to your property in Church Avenue. Love to give you an offer. Please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. Thanks. All right. And takeaways help as well. Some people, not to say they're all liars, but some people will purposely say, "Well, I got this offer. Oh, why didn't you take it? Why are you on the phone with me?" It's either they're lying or they know that it's not a legitimate offer.
That's one of my favorite questions to ask.
Mhm.
Almost every time someone says, "Well, I have this offer," because the other reason why I want to know is so if I make you an offer, are you just going to sit on it? Because then if that's the case, then I'm not going to give you one.
Yeah. Then you're really wasting time, right?
Because I've also told the seller that too. When they're like, "Well, I'm trying to see what my highest and best is," I'm not going to be a part of it.
Yeah. They'll never accept an offer. They just try to create bidding wars. Oh, this one's in Spring Hill. We just did a deal over here in Spring Hill. Ah, dang it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Well, it says I missed it, but it says pristine condition. Usually those people are like Paint Lady.
Yeah.
Well,
Bro, you need to get you one with like structural damage.
Yeah.
Get you one of those. Can you filter it that way? Let's see.
Man, it has a lot of filters when it comes to repairs. Let me see. I wonder if there's any that come up if I just check out all the boxes: structural problems, roof, foundation, bathroom, paint.
Yeah, bro, do that.
Let me see if it'll take me to main, plumbing, flooring, kitchen. Oh, this is a whole list.
Bro, you should have just done the structural.
Oh, wow. Actually, nothing comes up.
Bro, there's one in New Orleans. Inherited property, structural. New Orleans is big, Detroit, financial reasons, structural problems. Jacksonville, Florida, emergency reasons. Although that's been ordered 4 times.
I found that New Mexico lead on the second page, by the way, when you were making that call. That's all right.
That means you had leads I couldn't see.
I don't know.
So you were getting the special hookup.
Not the main treatment.
Hey, that was just pure luck right there, baby. Timing.
There we go. 1 month. Doral, Florida. Now that's. Yeah, let me just try calling this one here. Actually, there was a good one in Tallahassee I saw earlier. This one, 3 months. Okay, this needs a lot of repairs. All right, cool. Let's see if they pick up the phone.
Steven,
Please
did you
leave your
know
message for 850.
Oh. What's that?
today is my 215th straight day of posting a long form video on YouTube?
215th straight day. That's
doing it every
right
single day of the year. Today is the 215th day of the year.
Dude, congrats on that. That's a lot of Pat's running your stuff, right? He's helping you with that.
So Pat does the short form. So he does all the reels and the shorts, but we internally produce all of the long form.
Dude, anybody that's watching this, definitely making some form of content. I mean, it provides its own ROI. People will want to partner up. People want to see what you're doing. They'll send you deals. You'll attract buyers. I mean, even some sellers, and sometimes you never know.
I've had sellers watch my lives where they were like, are you the one? Am I on YouTube right now? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, you are. No, like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then, some of them it didn't go positive, but I've had multiple sign a contract that they were like, that's awesome. I actually negotiated in the first 50. I negotiated with a guy in the chat, the YouTube chat. We talked, and then he said he would think about it, and then the seller jumped on the chat, and he said, so are you real, or is this all just for YouTube? And I was like, no, it's absolutely real. And so then we were going back and forth. I shared my screen. I showed what I was like looking at. Like, here's the comps, bro. This is why I made you the offer. It was funny. He didn't sign the contract, but I tried.
That's amazing. And that wouldn't have happened if you weren't, consistent with content.
Yeah.
All right. Let me call this one Orlando. Otherwise, I think that's all I have left.
You're trying to get Florida, baby.
Yeah, I love Florida. Seller was called by the manager, Fred. Why didn't I see this? What best describes why you want to sell? Sell without showings, though sometimes can be a little bit of a challenge. It's all right, though.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Everybody's eating dinner or something.
I got one. Watch this. In one of my lowest volume states, Idaho.
Go ahead.
Idaho, baby. Come on.
25K.
10K. In Idaho.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
That voicemail accent.
That's not like Idaho.
That voicemail was amazing. Just dial away, bro. Get someone on the phone.
Yeah.
This line has been placed out of service. Your communication cannot be processed.
Oh, bro. That's how you know they're motivated, when their cell phone gets turned off.
See everything right.
Bro, did you see this one in Pennsdale, Pennsylvania?
So without, dang, that has everything. I think it checks all the boxes.
That's what I'm saying. Do it.
Let's see. Dude, hold on a second.
That asking price is going to be $10,000.
I think iSpeed to lead ran me out of credits here.
No way, bro. You want me to buy it?
Go ahead.
You don't have the money at the top? How much money you got at the top?
Dude, let me see. There's $33 left on there.
They went cheap on you? Oh, man. Wow, they went cheap on you.
They gave you the special treatment? What price you got per lead?
Oh, man. Well, they dropped 10K in like 5 closer shows ago.
Yeah, they didn't give me that much.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they didn't like you.
Can't buy anymore. I'm tapped out, guys.
I'm sending you the stuff right now. I bought that one. There's the phone number. Here's the address.
Perfect. Give me their name if you can, please.
It's Joseph.
Mr. Joseph.
Joseph Cussin.
Hopefully his phone's is connected. Let's see.
Bro, this literally, they put in their full gut everything. Asking price 10,000 guaranteed.
Let's see.
The SEO lead. Cash property offers.
Your call has been
People buy that shit. No, bro, you got to call that one over and over and over again, bro. They just filled it out 1 minute ago.
Your call has been forwarded.
He's hanging up now. I'm gonna call him one more time. Leave him a voicemail and text. He probably filled out a few forms.
Joseph needs to understand that we're trying to put on.
Come on, Joe. I'm trying to buy your house.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Let
system.
me leave a voicemail.
Joe.
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept messages at this time. Goodbye.
Jesus. Text him, bro.
Joe, give me a call right now. This number. This address. Yeah, sometimes it's a hit or miss around this time. I'm gonna text him though.
But I will say that is the aggression that you need to have on something like that. Inbound SEO lead. I mean, 1 minute ago. I mean, dude, you've gotta go after it hardcore.
Yeah.
I see y'all's questions on market. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't do on market. I don't call agents. I've never done direct to agent. When we did deals off the MLS, we just blasted fucking offers. We didn't call the agents and try to negotiate with them or anything like that. So I'm not the guy to ask about that because I don't do it. I don't believe in it. I'm kind of like Chris Jefferson on it. I've never seen anyone. I don't know anyone running a high volume wholesale operation with direct to agent marketing.
Yeah, not. I mean, it's not too many. There's a couple guys that I know, but
high volume, or they're just getting some of their deals.
Not high volume, like decent sized deals, but not something that I'm really interested either.
I mean, dude, it's one thing if you create a relationship with a couple of agents and they start sending you some hip pockets and stuff like that. But I mean, cold calling agents and stuff like that, I just think, dude, honestly, I know this is going to sound asinine, but for me, I would say, dude, go get you a job, save up some money. If you need a second job, go get you a second job, save up some money. Go buy you 10 speed to lead leads. Watch my YouTube channel. Watch Steven's YouTube channel. Learn how to close you one, and you're off to the races, baby. Like, we just showed you. I mean, Steven, how many people have you talked to today? 3? Yeah, you talked to 3, and I talked to 3. So we talked to 6 people. We have we're going to get a signed contract on mine. Steven has an appointment on Monday. He has another callback with a wife. So you only have technically one dead deal, right?
Yeah, and then some didn't answer, so who knows what
well, yeah, you also have the leads that you bought, but I'm talking about actual, like, we had conversations. I mean, and then today I have the one that I made an offer. I can't remember my first call. Was my first call was actually my first call is a great follow-up. Remember, he was the guy with the 2 properties.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we were only $15K off. So,
That's
I mean,
a deal.
dude, I'm just saying, I just don't believe in wasting your time on market.
No.
So, all right, bro, you want to call it?
It's up to you, man. I could be here. I mean, we'll be here all night, but
I want to call it. To be honest with you guys, it's been a hell of a week. I know I've talked about this a couple of times. Cassie's dad passed away last week. We had the funeral on Tuesday. And then on top of that, I came down with a sinus infection. So I've literally been like a walking zombie for the past week. I don't know if you don't know this because I didn't tell you. I literally felt so bad yesterday that when you text me, I almost told you hey, bro, let's postpone this another week. I don't normally do this, but I actually went to the doctor. They got me hooked up. I'm taking some horse pills like antibiotics and steroids or something. I just don't do that. But whatever they gave me, man, I almost told you at the beginning, this is like a real boxing match, bro. I'm like jacked up on roids right now. I think I can do this. It's starting to wear off now. After 3 hours, I'm kind of I'm starting to feel like shit again. So, but that's why I was muting every now and then, coughing. But no, I appreciate you hopping on here, man. I've said it time and time again. You're a great closer. You proved it in my opinion in both of the Closers Olympics that you competed. I thought you were one of the best in the competition. I thought you got robbed in the first one. The second one, I thought you should have been in the finals, but there was that right there. You could have tried to go for the close and push it, but you didn't.
I ran out of time, I think it was. It's not perfect, but it's fun. The audience really wins at the end because they see all these different styles. And
that's why I like doing this better.
30 minutes.
It's bro, we just went for 3 hours. Y'all got to see all kinds of different conversations, all different. This is more real life right here where it's I got to lay down. But I think, honestly, it's fun to see those, and it's going to be a banger of a deal for me, so I'm happy. But I think the other 5 conversations there's so much more that you guys can learn from those. Because those are the ones that I think majority of the people on here are struggling in those conversations and just not giving themselves the opportunity to capitalize on those. And I think you and I did a great job on that. So great job today, man. Appreciate you hopping on here. Yeah. Shout out
for Cassie. Prayer for Cassie. And thanks for having me. And guys, just, watch replay. We talk to all kinds of different personalities, but be yourself, do takeaways, and there's no such thing as calling too much. So.
Yeah. And shout out to Speed to Lead for providing the leads today. These are real leads that they give us to come on here and provide this value. They've approached us and said hey, we want you guys to do this because you showcase the quality of our leads. And it says something about them and the fact that they stand by their product, but also it says something about us where they say, hey, you guys are approved to go do this. They literally just give us money to come on here and buy their leads and show how they work or don't work. And we saw today, not every lead was great. So shout out to Speed to Lead. I love what they've done for the industry. And like you said earlier, man, it's a great time to be a wholesaler right now because the fact that we just get to swipe a card and call motivated sellers, it's amazing. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you. We'll leave you with the song because I guess I haven't been loud enough about it, but I've got a fucking song, baby. It's called The King Closer. We'll see you guys.
Raise my hand like a champion, taking the cheers in the ambience. I got a ring, but think then again, I'm such a winner, I'll win again. Some think I'm a Viking or maybe a wizard. I feel like I'm both when I'm in the ring. Victory brings serenity. I give them a 3-piece, that's for the 3P, and then I leave with the Trinity. True baller got all the amenities. All the others just wanna be mini-me's.